the Super Morning Show. Good morning, Raymond.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, George.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Later on today, we'll be playing Celestine Donko, as we have committed to do. It's a very fantastic song. Thank you so much.
Commitment.
The Super Morning Show will play Celestine Donko. Powerful gospel music. Yes.
I don't know about the commitment, but
yes.
Let's move on to
the but why? Now you no longer go to church.
Oh no, but I don't know about the commitment to play.
What does the playing of a gospel song has to do with going to church or not?
Oh, it is very related.
It is good to
some people,
fellowship with the brethren.
Some people, they have nothing to do with what is of gospel.
As a basis to judge somebody's fellowship.
We're all in this country when
with the
at the
brethren.
point the gospel musicians and the pastors kept asking Nasi, are you a gospel musician or a secular artist? Because he had done Boys Ayaba Yenti Jayo. Boys.
No. Is it not the same
It's the same.
Now they understand them.
And
because clearly
Ofoyan Ponsa, when he went to church, said he wanted to do gospel. I don't know if you remember any of the gospel songs he did. But when he came back and did Pastor Alewa, Alewa. The words
So
calling him.
you can't be a gospel musician if you play any music deemed to be secular.
No, you can be. It's music.
Oh, why can you be?
It's music.
So then
you are a minister of the gospel.
Really?
Yes.
Song ministration.
The expectation is that all your songs will edify.
All the people you see doing gospel songs are ministers of the gospel.
Yes.
Chant a psalm a day.
My brother, let's go to our
on the face of it, until proven otherwise.
Well, we can prove otherwise.
Okay, so the Drive Safe campaign is brought to you by Joy News and the Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota, superior quality and Imperial General Assurance, solid protection. There's something I saw this morning. I mean, I saw a lot of cars where drivers were without the seatbelt. Yes, and I'm not even saying the passengers. I've not gone there, but it is unlawful for a driver to be in the driving seat without the seatbelt. I don't need to remind you. I know some modern cars reminds people in the car that you need to put on your seatbelt. You hear the indications consistently. But please note that it's unlawful. So if you are just setting off or you're already on the road, this is a reminder. You don't need to be arrested for it, but it's unlawful for you to drive without the seatbelt. It's for your own protection and your own safety. That's why we do the Drive Safe campaign here. So please put on your seatbelt and just stretch it out and do it nicely, okay? I know some of your seatbelts are not working, but that's a different thing altogether.
And don't be like those who just pull it as if they're trying to
fasten. When they get to the checkpoint,
they're trying to fasten the seatbelt.
When they get to the checkpoint,
then they hold on to it.
It doesn't work. Anyway, so that's our Drive Safe tips for you today, which means we can now learn how to say it right. Brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks, and Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either.
CORROSION. The verb is corrode. You know what that means, right? Yes, all of us know what that means. But how do we...
The man says no.
He doesn't know it, or he's a science student, he knows. Okay. But do we say corrosion or corrosion? George, give it a try.
What can I do?
The right pronunciation is corrosion.
Corrosion.
Not corrosion.
Corrosion.
As you say, pleasure. So just note corrosion. Don't go into corrosion. And simply, that's how you say it right. And time now for us to get into the newspaper review brought to us by Syntex Tanker, you're stronger, you're tough, and Access Bank more than banking. But before we get into the papers, we all know what happened in Parliament last week. And so Saturday on Newsfile, there was a conversation about it. First, let's listen to Speaker Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin. And then you hear from former Majority Leader and former Member of Parliament for Swami, Osei Che Mensah Bonsu.
What I said is this. Let there be no doubt Parliament's credibility has been seriously undermined. An urgent punitive action has to be taken. Since this was done, contemptus parliamenti in facio parliamenti. Consequently, the following members are suspended from the sittings of Parliament for 2 weeks from today. They are 1 and 2, the two chief whips, in the persons of Mr. Roxon Nelson Eche, Kwame Dafiamapo, and Mr. Frank Ano Dompre. 3, Mr. Alasan Suleimana Tampuli, and 4, Mr. Jerry Ahmed Shaib. Consequently, the following emergency measures are to be taken with dispatch. 1, the circumstances of the absence of a Privileges and Immunity Committee. In that circumstance, a 7-member special committee shall be constituted under Orders 5 and 20, Rule 4, to conduct a full-scale investigation into the events of yesterday and this morning. The committee shall identify all members involved in the disorder and submit its report with findings and recommendations within 10 days from today.
I think that the incident which happened last Thursday and indeed in the morning of yesterday, Friday, certainly brings the name of Parliament into disrepute. It is grave and requires to be dealt with promptly. And the Speaker of Parliament is right to have availed himself of the imperative of Order 34 of the new standing order, which provides that despite anything contained in these orders, the Speaker may refer any matter of privilege to the Committee of Privileges and Immunities for examination, investigation, and report. I think the Speaker has, in view of the incident, directed the immediate suspension of the two chief whips for both majority and minority, respectively, and 2 other members. Their suspension, as you said, is to last for 2 weeks. Now, the question to ask is from where the Speaker is deriving his authority, as I have heard you discussing. In fact, neither the standing orders nor the Constitution grants the Speaker any such authority. The Order 35, which I heard one of your panelists quote, that is on the exclusion of disorderly member, and he has quoted it rightly when he says that in the opinion of the person presiding over the House or a committee, the conduct of a member is grossly disorderly. The person presiding may order the member to withdraw from the presence of Parliament, and that member shall immediately leave the presence of Parliament and shall not enter Parliament again during the remainder of the day's sitting. So, you see, if an incident happens in plenary,
in the
when
course,
the Speaker is presiding, then the Speaker is told the authority to cause the withdrawal of that person from the presence of Parliament, even if it happens in a plenary where the Speaker is presiding. The order for the member to withdraw from the presence of Parliament lasts for the remaining period of the 24-hour sitting day. It doesn't last for 2 weeks. In this particular case, it happened before a committee of Parliament. And indeed, that order ought to have been issued by the chairman of the appointment committee, not the right honourable Speaker.
Okay.
So that is it. And indeed, the Speaker has stated that even before the Committee of Privileges commences their inquiry, he said that anyone found culpable of contemptuous conduct shall be surcharged for the full cost of repairs and replacement, with deductions made from the emoluments, including the salaries of members, if necessary. Clearly, the Speaker is jumping the gun.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Okay, so that's what happened. That's what happened on Newsfile. You had Osechi Mensah Bunzwele. We brought you what Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin, who's Speaker of Parliament, said while suspending members of Parliament, the 4 members of Parliament. Raymond.
2 things. First and foremost, what happened in Parliament, nobody can defend. And it's without doubt that's an embarrassment to all of us. And I agree with the scrutiny that they are talking about, because somebody ought to get to the bottom of it. And I think I spoke to Joe Oseusu also, and he raised the concern, I think 2 or 3 years ago, that he's getting worried about the kind of responses that parliamentarians have now. Threats to beat people, threats to attack people on the floor, not even anywhere else. Some of the conduct of the people, you are not sure whether they know where they indeed are in the first place. So we need to, and ultimately that question will come back to the people who elected them and put them there. If your sole motive is to elect, but sometimes we're thinking that it's only the macho men that do these things. Yes, but we saw lawyers engaging.
Two lawyers,
yes.
actually. Yeah.
So people who should know what is rule of law and what is due process were themselves, engage in acts that anybody would agree is despicable. My difficulty is that the remedial measures the Speaker took, and again, you were not here. We said, let nobody, taxpayers' money, be used to fix people's irresponsibility. Because if it happened in a senior high school, Winston, they would have said we are surcharging the kids.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They destroy school property. And that even we expect 16, 15, 14-year-old kids to exercise judgment that is proper and then bear the consequences of it. It cannot be the case that when it comes to members of parliament, they are given a pat on the back and let to go away. So certainly I support that. The concern be raised about whether they can be suspended or not. That is something that I am convinced that Roxanne, Tampuli, they are competent enough to challenge that. Indeed, there are other people who are not even lawyers anyway, but they can equally seek legal advice to challenge that. What that will do is make it clear the procedures required for such an action. But if I were to be them, I would take it in good stride, go and sit home, because it's embarrassing. And again, I also agree that when you have set up a committee to work on something, it is mostly preferable that you wait for the outcome of the committee before you act, so that you are not seen as jumping the gun or taking action that's not in tandem with recommendations, or not giving them a good hearing before you make a decision. I agree with all of those things, and I'm convinced that the people involved, they can, if they feel that their rights have been breached in any way, or if they feel that their constituents have been denied proper representation because of their conduct or anything related to that, I know they know what to do. But I'm saying, if I were to be one of them, I'll be in my constituency begging them that I've not represented you properly. Yes, I misbehaved, and that I should actually, you should forgive me, not even Parliament. Parliament, yes, you took me there. So you, the people that took me there, that I went to misbehave and misrepresented, should forgive me, because these things cannot happen. And this is just vetting, and it's not even a very strong matter on the vetting. I am tired, I don't want to continue, you can continue, you cannot continue. See, Winston, Parliament can deal with bigger problems in this country. I get it when whether or not Speaker has been elected or validly elected, and when somebody takes ballot papers and all that can lead to chaos. But I cannot understand how I am tired, I want to go home. No, I'm not tired, I want to stay and continue. Can result in violence. See, we should examine the psyche of the people properly, because there's something fundamentally wrong somewhere.
And Raymond, I also of the school of thought, and I believe that certain strong action should be taken against these members, and I'm for that. I was on this preview and spoke about how something to be done to ensure that never again. But also there's an argument that you also want to listen to about the due process. Is there a privileges committee? Can they sit on this issue and the required actions be taken against these members, so that again tomorrow when there's a challenge, it doesn't depend on a speaker not liking one person or not to take an action against them. I'm full support of tough actions against these members, but what are the right lay down procedures for these actions to be taken against these members? And for me, that is where the concern is. It's a good thing, and as you said, that these individuals, is in the right of these individuals to again challenge this procedure, not whether a third party thinks that it is right or wrong, but again whether the lay down procedure for dealing with such matters is supposed to be a privileges committee to actually meet on these things, what be their recommendations and all the rest, so that it's implemented to the letter.
Imagine these MPs being asked to advise those academic students. Wow. Can you believe that? You have not shown the restraint, the discipline required to do some of these things. But when we elevate you to member of parliament, we are just saying that you are a leader, and a leader ought to be a bit more disciplined.
The protectors of the law.
Yes, and you're a lawmaker. You can be emotional, but they were basically acting acting as if, frankly.
But I think that I'm also beginning
No,
to.
I think there's something fundamentally wrong. It's either we are failing to put the right people in parliament, or the right people even got something up in their heads that this is the best way to resolve problems.
We only thought that when it was a hung parliament that these things will happen. But and for some of us, we always push for a majority and other majority. But it appears that that is not, because if you had the eminent lawyer Tudaze on News File, he made the point that when he went to parliament, he didn't like the environment. There appears to be some tension among the members and all that. But again, I would also say that I am beginning to like the approach of Mama Yariga, the majority leader, in dealing with some of these issues. You know, maybe quite diplomatic, but always ensure that things are settled. And I think that a very, very interesting approach that he has adopted in getting results and getting things done.
Let's get into the papers.
Yes, the Ghanaian Times is reporting this morning. NDC Pro Forum supports Ablakwa to advance Ghana's global agenda. That's on the front page. NDC Pro Forum. Now, the other one, don't keep LPG cylinders indoors. NPA cautions public. And it has the picture of Godwin Eduji Tamaklo, NPA boss, National Petroleum Authority boss. Yes, this is very good advice that I think we should heed. But
Very much talk about LPG.
Mr. Tamaklo, I think that most of us LPG consumers, our main concern is the cost of the product.
Yeah, the taxes.
Yes, as for this advice on where to keep it, we have heard it before.
It's good.
And we love it, and we actually will comply with it. My own is sitting outside. The most important problem that we LPG users are complaining about is that you put government has put a lot of taxes on it. Your predecessor kept on saying he will make a case to government for its reduction. I am expecting you to give us updates on that. In fact, one of the earliest things some of us expected you to do is to show proof that you are indeed with the people of this country. More importantly, the masses of this country, by making sure that the taxes are reduced.
No grace period.
No, this is not grace period matter. People are suffering.
You know, and talk about prices. The LPG is better to go up this week, actually, even from today, by more than 4% per kilogram. And if you study the trend over the past weeks, when the other products like petrol and diesel are just doing 1-2%, LPG is doing about 4-5%. We're still yet to establish why we've seen that huge jump in the price consistently over the past weeks. And from today, most of the LPG marketers should be adjusting prices by more than 4% per kilogram for the product.
And before you move on, maybe the history is important, Mr. Tamaklo. First, it used to be subsidized. Now, they've compounded and put plenty taxes on it. And they did at a time that the product was very cheap. So people did not feel the impact of some of these taxes. But now we know that the product is increasingly and compounding the exchange rate problems and everything is compounding the world market and everything. So please, make sure that you show real leadership. This is the job because I heard you saying that you want to, as leader, you want affordable fuel for the people. You don't start with the other one, the Western Super and the other one. No. Start with LPG.
And all the rest,
yes. Because there was a reason why we used to subsidize it.
So and the fear is that now people might be moving back to firewood and
destroying the environment in the process of
environment and all that because it is cheaper. I mean, I heard someone in one of the stories saying that it is way cheaper to use charcoal than to use gas, you know.
Maybe in terms of cost, when you put the cost all together.
I actually did that documentary. And the people who said that, the cost of LPG, now, if they spend, say, 50 cedis, they buy a bag of charcoal. It can last them 1 month. And LPG at over 200 Ghana cedis also lasts them 1 month. So they prefer to buy charcoal. Even those who had LPG were using charcoal and LPG at the same time. And look, there was a woman at Achimota Market who said, anytime the price of LPG is reduced, it affects the charcoal business.
Oh.
Yes. She says anytime it is reduced, it affects the charcoal business. So this is a country that since 1990, we decided to start a program, LPG for Development, Rural LPG program. We've done all of these things aimed at reducing the cost of liquefied petroleum gas so it is affordable.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's never affordable. Anyway, let's get into other stories.
So the other one, last one. Arrest, prosecute illegal miners. President Mahama directs 3 ministers to take action. This is President Mahama's most comprehensive statement on illegal mining. I am hoping that there will be action. I am hoping. Because as for somebody put even the presidency itself on the line, and we didn't see much. So, Mr. President, no problem. Even all 3 ministers can come together but I want to see action, not a 9-day wonder. We want to see real, sustained action for the future of this country.
The lead stories on Business and Financial Times today, this morning, that is Dr. Johnson Pandit Kusisiama. He takes over as the new governor of the Bank of Ghana, and as the lead story on the Business and Financial Times was Dr. Ernest Addison proceeds on his terminal leave ahead of his retirement on March 28, 2024. Renegotiate the lithium deal could hurt investor confidence and also pension funds under management to hit 100 billion Ghana cedis in 2025, but concerns persist over investment options and digitalization connectivity key to Africa's vision of a single market, so says the Chief Executive of MTN Ghana. These are the lead stories on the front page of Business and Financial. And your friend, Dr. Siama, is taking over.
Yes, I am very happy that he is going back to the central bank. hopefully he's not going to be there for a short period like he did previously.
let's get to the online news review brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goil Good Energy.
Now, Goil Good Energy brings you Goil Super XP, the ideal choice for most vehicles. It is flowing wow at many Goil stations in the country. You need to just go fuel up your vehicle and enjoy the smooth ride with all the benefits. Goil Super XP is quality and it gives you the correct choice when buying regular fuel. Goil Super XP is fortified with a special additive that gives longevity to your engine and makes your engine perform to the max using minimal fuel, and it is suitable for most vehicles. As you journey the road this morning, look out for the Goil stations with the Goil Super XP sign and go fuel up right now and your vehicle will be very happy with you. Goil Super XP will fail ya. Will be feeling good energy. Idea.
And pay your school and residential fees with Zenith Bank is stress-free. Students of KNUST, University of Ghana, UDS, University of Education, Winneba, UMAT, Ola College of Education, Akosumo International School, Ecole Ronza, and many others, or their guardians, can visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide or use the school's designated merchant code to pay school and residential fees for students. With Zenith Bank, fee payments are fast, easy, and processed in real time. For the full list of schools, visit zenithbank.com.gh or call Zenith Direct on 0302 680 884 or 0542 000 for assistance. Zenith Bank in your best interest. On myjournline.com, our Blackwest oral team used drones to spy on my properties. Our venue marking Freemasonry isn't occultism, is rooted in Christianity. Our venue marking defense. I think we can now go for the BBC News this morning, and that is brought to us by Fidelity Bank, Believe with Us, and Old Mutual, 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime.
Business Daily. The LA wildfires could be the most expensive natural disaster ever in the United States. With thousands left homeless, it's also highlighted a growing insurance crisis in California. So what's gone wrong and can it be fixed? This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Hello and welcome to Newsday on the BBC World Service with Lebuti Seko and Rob Young. Thanks so much for joining us.
Coming up, Canada and Mexico call for retaliatory trade tariffs on the United States after Washington said it would impose 25% import taxes on goods, as well as an additional 10% on products from China. All of this has raised worries of a potentially crippling North American, potentially a global trade war. We'll speak to a former Trump administration appointee at the State Department.
We'll also hear from a former political aide to the Canadian Prime Minister and turn to Europe, whose countries could be next in the firing line when it comes to US tariffs.
And we'll also hear from the philanthropist, former Microsoft founder Bill Gates, on his upbringing. Our culture editor's been back to his family home in Seattle to speak to members of his family and to find out what turned him into one of the world's most successful entrepreneurs.
Hello, I'm David Harper with the BBC News. President Trump has said he will tariffs against the European Union, accusing the bloc of buying almost nothing from the US. He told journalists the levies would be introduced soon. Nomia Iqbal is in Washington.
The bloc has said it will respond firmly to any action Mr. Trump takes. It comes after he signed an executive order imposing significant tariffs on the US's closest trading partners. Canada and Mexico are set to bring in tariffs in response, whilst China says it will implement corresponding countermeasures and plans to file a lawsuit with the World Trade Organization.
Meanwhile, Asian markets have fallen following the announcement of the tariffs. The British Prime Minister Keir Starmer is attending a meeting of European Union leaders in Brussels later today, becoming the first UK leader to do so since Brexit. The summit will focus on support for Ukraine in its war against Russia. Downing Street says the trip represents the Prime Minister's commitment to strengthen ties across the Channel. Our security correspondent is Frank Gardner.
Today's meetings in Brussels come at a precarious time for the Western military alliance. The Russian army is slowly gaining ground in eastern Ukraine, while Moscow is suspected of already waging a so-called hybrid war against the West by sabotaging undersea cables, which it denies. But the biggest concern that few dare talk about openly is the potentially destabilizing effect that President Trump may have on NATO.
Donald Trump and Elon Musk have torn into the embattled US Agency for International Development, with Mr. Musk declaring USAID is a criminal organisation, time for it to die, and Mr. Trump saying it's been run by a bunch of radical lunatics and we're getting them out. Neither man gave reasoning for the outbursts. Democratic politicians condemned what they called the total destruction of USAID and commented that Mr. Musk was unelected. The Trump administration has already frozen most of USAID's work. Mr. Trump claimed with no evidence that the organisation had financed biological weapons research, including COVID-19. The EU has condemned what it described as the brutal crackdown on peaceful protests in Georgia. It followed a day of stepped-up pro-democracy protests in the Black Sea country and a series of arrests. Charles Haviland reports.
The EU Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas said the actions of Georgia's government, led by the strongly nationalist Georgian Dream Party, fell short of all expectations of an EU candidate country. A journalist in the capital, Tbilisi, reported a new round of what she called arbitrary and violent arrests in the small hours of Monday. 2 protesters were reportedly beaten and taken to hospital with concussion and fractures. Earlier, 2 opposition leaders were detained. There have been nightly demonstrations since November, after Georgian Dream said it had won elections and suspended EU accession talks.
Charles Haviland reporting. World News from the BBC. The trial of the former president of Spain's Football Federation, Luis Rubiales, on charges of sexual assault and coercion is set to begin later today. Mr. Rubiales sparked controversy in 2023 when he kissed the player Jenny Hermoso on the lips without her consent after Spain's women won the World Cup. Prosecutors are asking for a 2.5-year jail sentence. 3 of Mr. Rubiales' former colleagues are also on trial for coercion. All 4 deny wrongdoing. This year's Grammy Awards ceremony has wrapped up in Los Angeles, with Beyoncé winning Album of the Year for her genre-bending country album Cowboy Carter. It's the American's first win in this major category, and the night also saw Beyoncé become the first black female artist to win Best Country Album. Chappell Rowan, who won Best New Artist, beating Sabrina Carpenter, used her acceptance speech to call for better treatment for artists.
I told myself if I ever won a Grammy and I got to stand up here in front of the most powerful people in music, I would demand that labels and the industry profiting millions of dollars off of artists, would offer a livable wage and health care, especially to developing artists.
The multi-billionaire co-founder of Microsoft, Bill Gates, has told the BBC he supports the idea of under-16s being banned from social media. Mr. Gates said the idea, being imposed in Australia, could be a smart thing. He said more thought would be needed about how both children and adults used social media platforms. The Taiwanese actress Barbie Hsu has died at the age of 48. In a statement, her sister said Ms. Hsu died from flu-triggered pneumonia while on a family trip to Japan during the Lunar New Year holiday. Ms. Hsu was best known for her role in the hugely popular Taiwanese drama Meteor Garden. Her sudden death has caused much shock across East Asia. BBC News.
Yafimi gave us the vibe. Now, Inshona Chili makes you thrive.
Yes, so it's time to enjoy, Charlie. Buy or renew your motor insurance and boom! Free fuel coupons and airtime for your sweat. Who no like enjoyment? Skiddy-biddy-bum-ba-dum-bum.
From January to June 2025, Enterprise Insurance gives you more reasons to smile on the road. Insure today and enjoy free fuel coupons for your car and airtime for your phone.
Free fuel? Airtime too? Hey! Enterprise Insurance, always your advantage.
Insure not chilly. It's simple. Insure and enjoy. Ready to secure your peace of mind and experience the fastest claims payment? Visit any of our branches or agency outlets nationwide. Connect with your insurance broker or enjoy the convenience of buying your insurance online through the Enterprise Advantage app today. Terms and conditions apply.
Enterprise, your advantage.
What if we told you that your next adventure is just a tap away? That's right. With Republic Bank Visa Credit Card, it's your time to win a staycation at some of Ghana's luxury beach resorts, 5-course dinner, a full-day spa service, or the ultimate, an all-expense paid trip to Dubai, the city of gold. Every tap brings you closer to winning in the Tap Win and Fly with Republic Bank promo. Whether it's Infinite, Adishi, or Classic Credit Card, just keep tapping to win. New customers are welcome. This promo is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
It makes you feel as if somebody is going to hit you one day when you're on the streets and you don't know who. And so you are always looking behind you. And you have family members who constantly keep calling you and they want you to stop. But this is what I do. This is my job. And what I'm doing, it doesn't benefit me alone. It's a whole country issue. At a point before the elections, after assessing my security, I had to go out of the country for a while because after we being assaulted in the forest, there were a number of threats as well. People tracking your vehicle and all that. And so I had to go out of the country for a while. When I came back, you have a number of people who are coming to your inboxes and telling you that based on what we know, you have to stop doing what you're doing. You have to do this. You have to take care of your life. You have to stop this thing you're doing. It's dangerous. A simple thing of doing the right thing becomes a problem to the extent that I and my family must suffer for it. Right. With somebody coming to my inbox and writing, my wife's inbox, and writing that if you want your husband to be with you and your kids, advise him.
Who is this guy?
I have no idea. I don't know him from Adam, but I've reported to the police. The cyber people are working on it, and definitely we'll get to know him.
What's the name he uses and he used to contact, send messages to your wife?
So he goes by the name Chopu, CHOPU, but he has pictures of himself and other things, and he's unrepentant. If you look at the last few days, the kind of comments he still has been writing on my wife's page.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
For over 60 years, Good Energy has served you top quality fuels. Goil brings you Super XP for a smooth ride. It is available in Goil stations nationwide. Goil Super XP is fortified with special additives which help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Goil Super XP is quality fuel, the ideal choice for most vehicles. Energize your ride with Goil Super XP. Who feel ya? Huh? Who be feel? Good energy. Joy
Reliable, check. Comfort, check. Strong, check. Tough, check. Tried and tested, check. Affordable, check. Comes in so many colors and sizes, check. Suitable for domestic and industrial use, check. Choose quality, choose Syntex Tank. Available nationwide and comes with 7-year warranty. And remember, Syntex Tank is a caring brand too. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
I found the partner.
Hey, Kofi, come and listen. It's the Asempa Moto promo from Imperial General. Our solid protection.
Oh, yes. For us, we will just renew our existing policy and bingo! We get our instant rewards. And now, Imperial has even made it simple for you to renew your policy. Click on the link in the renewal notification from Imperial, and your policy is done. Just sign up for a motor insurance policy with Imperial and pick up your instant rewards such as fuel coupons, airtime, gift vouchers, special souvenirs, and many more. Again, your motor insurance policy will give you an automatic 1-year life insurance. It's that simple. Just come insure your car and you are done. This promo runs till 30th April 2025. Talk to your broker, agent, or call us on 0577 667 436 for further details. You can also follow us on all our socials. T&C Supply, Imperial General Assurance, solid protection.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of the Zenith SME Business Card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302 680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
morning here on the Super Morning Show. Lots of issues. We're starting with this.
What I said is this: let there be no doubt, Parliament's credibility has been seriously undermined, and urgent punitive action has to be taken. Since this was done, contemptus parliamenti in facio parliamenti. I think the Speaker have, in view of the incident, directed the immediate suspension of the two chief whips for both majority and minority respectively, and two other members. Their suspension, as you said, is to last for 2 weeks. Now, the question to ask is from where the Speaker is deriving his authority. In fact, neither the standing orders nor the Constitution grants the Speaker any such authority.
So that's what said Chairman Sabon, so challenging the Speaker's authority under the Constitution and the standing orders. We talked about that earlier. We'll get back to it. We'll talk more about it. But Raymond, this is President Mahama on illegal mining.
That this government has not given any person or group of persons any authority to carry out any form of mining in these forest reserves as recently reported. I urge the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Minister for the Interior, Attorney General and Minister for Justice to take immediate steps to ensure the arrest and prosecution of any persons or group of persons engaged in this illegality.
Well, we called for action. We said we wanted to hear from the President. That's the President speaking, Raymond.
And I want to see the action. I mean, it's absolutely important. As for words, we've heard a lot of them. Okay, we did not hear the words from you, but now that you are in there, let us know you are different. Let us know indeed we voted for true, real, and proper change to happen in this country. Let us know that you are resetting Ghana indeed and in action. So the deed we expect here is that the action will be carried out. If the ministers fail to do the responsibility you have given them, please do not hesitate. Sack them immediately. You can remove as many of them until you get action men in the area. You know, I said earlier on that I think it will take men who do not fear, what they call it, retribution. Men who are not just simple things who want to enrich themselves to actually lead properly in the Lands and Natural Resources Ministry. Because the temptation will be there. Because you'll be fighting even internal people, as Abu Jinapo alluded to some time ago. If you put the right people there, they'll do the job. But if the people you have put there and the ministries you have taxed to do the job cannot do it properly, I heard Murtala Mohammed say that he believes it is the Environment Ministry that should be fighting it. Because the Land Ministry appears complacent or is not being trusted to do it properly. No matter who is fighting it, some of us just want to see action. Which you understand me, right? Mm-hmm. Because as for lip service here, we paid a lot of it to this particular problem. Yeah. So the expectation is that under John Dramani Mahama, and I'm convinced he can do it. In fact, one of the reasons many felt John Mahama can correct old ways is because he's in for a term. He will not beg anybody to re-elect him in the coming 4 years. So he is in the right position to reset that industry and make sure that it works perfectly and properly once and for all. So I'm hoping heavily that he will do so.
Great. We're all hoping that he does that. But Raymond, I'm sure many of us didn't know this.
At a point before the elections, after assessing my security, I had to go out of the country for a while because after we being assaulted in the forest, there were a number of threats as well. People tracking your vehicle and all that. And so I had to go out of the country for a while. When I came back, you have a number of people who are coming to your inboxes and telling you that based on what we know, you have to stop doing what you're doing. You have to do this. You have to take care of your life. You have to stop this thing you're doing. It's dangerous.
Erastus Asare-Donkon, threats on his life and also how he had to flee the country prior to election 2024.
Hopefully, we get to the point where journalists can do their job without anybody intimidating them. Like the way doctors do their jobs without any intimidation. Yeah. And they go home and go and sleep and they are done and they come back to work and all of that. Yes, there's what we call occupational hazard, but it doesn't make sense. And when you see state action properly, if the police does not pretend that it doesn't have cameras to support the evidence of Latif being butchered by police officers, if they don't do so, if state officials do not collude with people to actually be attacking journalists, if presidents do not take the position that journalists are not, to all intents and purposes, free to pursue their opinion and lead the attack on them, it will happen. We will get respect for journalists. And if the likes of Ahmed Swale are killed and there's proper investigation, and that reminds me, Winston, not long ago, I saw the statement from the Executive President of the Republic of Ghana to the IGP demanding answers on some killings. Hopefully, there will be one on Ahmed Swale, if there isn't one already, and we'll get to the bottom of that matter. So it is reprehensible that you do your job. Sometimes you're not even doing extraordinary in the performance of that duty. And yes, some people feel that the best way to respond is not that they know the laws do not allow that. It's because it's impunity. They get away with it. A former member of parliament who went as high as seeking to be president asked that, in fact, threatened in all forms, Erastus Sasaridonko. It happened in this country.
Yeah.
Tell me what the police has done about that.
Great, we'll talk more about these, but let's get interactive. Join us on X, use the hashtag JoySMS, and then on WhatsApp, 055-1111-997. But Imperial brings you the Asempa Motor promo now from now till the 30th of April. Win big with Imperial General with the Asempa Motor promo. Yes, it's good news. Renew your existing policy or sign up for a new motor insurance policy from Imperial General and win handsome rewards. Yes, it's instant. Just ensure and pick your rewards, fuel coupons, gift vouchers, special souvenirs, and many more. Imperial has made your renewal process simple. Just click on the link in the renewal notification message from Imperial and follow the prompt, and bingo, your renewal is done. And here's the big deal. Imperial is also giving you a free 1-year life insurance as part of your motor insurance, so get it double from Imperial General. Call us today on 0577 667 436 or talk to your broker or any of our agents across the country for further details. You can also follow us on all our socials. Terms and conditions apply. Imperial General Assurance, solid protection.
Ghana, let's talk water tanks. Do you know the secret to real water storage? It's simple. If your tank doesn't have the tortoise on it, then it's not the correct tank. That's right, the tortoise tank is the Syntex tank. This is the champion of water tanks. It is strong and durable and built to handle our Ghanaian weather. Rain or shine, Syntex tank has your back. So my people, go outside and check your tank right now. Just inspect it, okay? And if it doesn't have the tortoise on it, it's time to upgrade. Join the Syntex family today and enjoy water storage that's tough like a tortoise. Call 0244 335 168 to buy now or find one of our 400 agents nationwide. You can also shop online at syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, air strong, air tough.
So from the dreams of the youth to the ambitions of adulthood, wherever you are on your journey, starting a career, building a family, growing a business, or planning your future, we're here for your journey. Every goal deserves a chance to flourish, and with hard work, dedication, and a strong belief in yourself, the seed of greatness is within reach. So trust in the journey and understand that Fidelity Bank is with you every step of the way. Together, let's turn your dreams into reality. We're here for your journey. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
Now, conferencing doesn't have to be the same boring routine. The location for your next conference can be both resort-centered and relaxing. Aqua Safari Resort gives you the best of both worlds and more. Let them take the stress out of the process for you. Just call them on 054-011-0190 and watch your conferences and events effortlessly taken care of.
Great. So look, car owner bakope. Are you looking for proper motor insurance? Men's Lucky Cry, Hollard, your favorite insurer day for you. Just purchase a Hollard motor policy to enjoy amazing benefits like free fuel vouchers, free roadside assistance for breakdowns, plus more exclusive gifts when you renew your policy. Find Hollard Insurance nationwide through your broker, Hollard to you office, Shell fuel stations and Melcom stores, or buy on WhatsApp. And on WhatsApp, the number is on WhatsApp with Araba Hollard on 0242 426 412. Whether comprehensive, exclusive motor or third party, Hollard has a policy for you. So men's like a cry and grab the Hollard motor insurance promo. We've got you covered with quick claim processing and sharp customer service. Call toll free on 0800 444 999.
Now, Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited is your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and also furniture at affordable prices. We introduce an online store for your shopping convenience. This means you can just log on to kingdomstoreonline.com without physically going to any of their branches. This is hassle-free. They will arrange delivery to your homes and offices within a reasonable time. They offer free delivery if you are within Accra and Tema, and they also accept payment via Momo across all networks. Of course, terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Now, you heard about the incredible benefits of Excellium from Total Energies. Let me tell you more about this premium fuel with its amazing 3-in-1 power. Total Energies introduces Excellium new formula, the additive-enriched fuel with its powerful 3-in-1 action that cleans your engine, extends its life, and lowers your fuel consumption. Thanks to the cumulative effect of its anti-corrosion, anti-wear, and detergent additives, Excellium new formula also lowers your vehicle's fuel consumption while reducing CO2 emissions. You drive, sir. Experience the difference with Total Energies Excellium new formula. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Now, Toyota Ghana has big news to kickstart your year. We are thrilled to introduce an incredible extended warranty of 5 years, or if you like, 120,000 kilometers. Whichever one comes first, right? That's 5 whole years of driving with peace of mind and saving big on repair costs. Choose Toyota Ghana vehicles and services for best experience with ultimate confidence for every journey. There's more. When you purchase any Toyota vehicle from our branches, you are assured of 1 year or 20,000 kilometer free service. Yes, free. Talk about unbeatable value. Call Toyota Ghana today on 0302 429 0302 429 and let's get you started. Terms and conditions however apply. Toyota superior quality. Toyota Ghana Company Limited, the right dealership for Toyota vehicles.
All right, so sports and your birthdays after these.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions
and send tweets,
where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
Imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right, we are not just offering loans, we are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, 0244-674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Active Insurance Momo Official Po. Buy or renew your motor insurance at the Active Official PAP promo and walk away with instant gifts such as free fuel coupons, car dusters, and branded souvenirs. Dial *713*313# or visit any of our branches, agents, and brokers nationwide to buy or renew your motor insurance policy. Get activated and receive your instant gift. Promo ends on 30th April 2025. Terms and conditions apply. Active Insurance. Our clients, our passion.
Anyway,
And our time for birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by MTN.
Everywhere you go.
And Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group,
as close as a partner.
Let's see whose birthday it is today. Let's do that quickly here on the Super Morning Show. And okay. Let's see. This one says, congratulations to my friend, Mrs. Janet Tamaklo. Welcome to the club of septuagenarians. May the Lord bless you with many more years of good health. Happy birthday to you, my dear. And this is coming from Misonu Amu. And it says, I am waiting for the Amantemensa. Okay. Enjoy the day. This one says, belated happy birthday to my mom, Mrs. Hannah Aqua Sampson, former Deputy Commissioner of Customs Division of PCA. May the good Lord bless you and grant you long life with good health, peace. From Nana Harden and Nana Ayenso to you. And finally, this one says, happy birthday, my love. You are the light of my life, the beat of my heart, and the greatest gift I could ever ask for. Every moment with you is a treasure, and today I celebrate you, your beauty, your kindness, and the love that makes my world complete. I love you more than words can ever say. From Sicho, your husband. And that's to Iris Baba Asase, from your husband, Sicho.
Wonderful. Now, today is the birthday of Davida Lamte and Davida Namoko. Yes. I mostly forget that part. Davida was GASAC president, GASAC national president, and Davida works at Cosmos. Enjoy your birthday, Davida.
Okay, so let's bring you the Sports Center, proudly brought to us by MTN. Everywhere you go. Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. And if it's football you want, we've got it all. Yes, all of it on DSTV, all the leagues, all the cups, all the matches live in HD. This season promises to be exciting. DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Now, as the new year begins, it's essential to take the right steps towards achieving financial stability. The start of a new year is the perfect opportunity to set your financial goals and start on the right path. An input from a professional can make the difference. As Standard Chartered Wealth Management Limited Company, you have access to a wide range of investment options that offer you monthly and half-yearly interest payments through diversified investment portfolios. Call us on 0233000041 or 0200127755 or visit us on the 4th floor of the Opebia House, Airport in Accra today, and speak with our investment certified, I need to add the word, certified investment advisors on what options suit your financial objectives and risk appetite. Standard Chartered,
here for good. And have you guys heard the latest from MTN? If not, then listen up, because for those of you who love MTN Free After One, prepare for the upgraded experience. That is MTN Free After One Extra. Now let me tell you what the extra is all about. With MTN Free After One Extra, you can talk for 1 whole hour uninterrupted while paying for only the first minute of every 10 minutes you talk, which means for every 10 minutes you talk, within the hour you only pay for the first minute, and you get to talk for 60 minutes straight with no interruptions. You like what you hear? Well, as if that's not enough, you also get 50 megabytes of data for free after your first call daily. So you see, now's the time to talk extra with the people you love. To subscribe to MTN Free After One Extra today, just dial *550#, and follow the prompts. Okay, just follow the prompts and you would be a happy man. It means we can now bring you the Sports Center with Fentio Tahiru.
The man dressed pa.
He's dressed pa. Fentio, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Just for games.
I'm fine. How about you?
What do you mean just for games? These are life and death matters. As witnessed yesterday in the match between Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Insua. So these are serious issues, Raymond. Don't relegate it to games. Good morning to all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Fentio Tahiru. Fentio, coming up this morning.
It's a poor ball. Party will try to take advantage. Thomas Partey! On his 150th appearance for Arsenal, the unexpected goal scorer is Thomas Partey.
That's Thomas Partey marking his 150th appearance for Arsenal as the Gunners destroy Manchester City at the Emirates. Also in this bulletin.
Ismail Assar through to Munoz, who has Mateta free in the middle. He can seal it here. He does. Old Trafford has been a happy hunting ground for Palace in recent times, and they are at it again.
Jean-Philippe Mateta double hits Man United with the Premier League home defeat in 6 games. We have more of that coming up, but there's only one place to start. Yeah, chaos marred Asante Kotoko's game against Insuatreman yesterday at the Nana Kramansa Park in Insuatre, resulting in the death of a fan, Frimpong Francis, popularly known as Pole. The Pokpan Warriors had a 7-game unbeaten run ended after the 1-0 loss in that particular match. Saw them end the encounter with 8 players after the whole match descended into chaos. But the chaos after the game were even more brutal, resulting in the fan being stabbed to death. There's more in this report.
About 8 minutes into the second half of the match day 19 fixture at the Nana Amwa Kronmansa, the second park, tensions flared between Santriman and Asante Kotoko players after a free kick was awarded to the home side. What started as a disagreement quickly escalated into a physical altercation with players exchanging blows and kicks. The chaos spread beyond the pitch as fans stormed onto the field, attacking some Kotoko players and officials. The match was subsequently halted for over 30 minutes as the violence continued in the stands. Eventually, order was restored and play resumed, but not without consequences, as Asante Kotoko was reduced to 10 men after 2 red cards, while Insuatreman picked up only 1 red card, going on to win the game by 1-0. But the violence did not end with a final whistle. Outside the stadium, angry fans reportedly attacked Kotoko officials, journalists and supporters. Tragically, one Kotoko fan identified by fellow supporters as Francis Frimpong alias Pole was fatally stabbed, leading to his untimely death. An eyewitness of the scene shares more details.
On the right side of me,
some fans were fighting Pole beside my car. The heat of the exchanges, one guy stabbed him close to his heart.
But the way he stabbed, I know he will make it because he stabbed so deep to start. And now this see Pragiani.
Was bleeding profusely and was rushed to the hospital in Sotre,
so I went upstairs
where he subsequently lost his life after failed attempts to revive him.
Ambulance never in Seattle, so we chased the ambulance down to Seattle. Somebody made that word where they were just working on him and he was gone.
In a statement, Asante Kotoko strongly condemned the act of violence and called on the Ghana Football Association and the police service to launch a full investigation. The club assured its full cooperation with any enquiries into the matter. Meanwhile, the home side in Santriman, while condemning the incident, rejected allegations of being complicit. This latest development is yet another black mark on a league already struggling with low patronage and dwindling sponsorship.
That's Razak Musbah's report. Now, still on that story, late last night, the Ghana Football Association released a statement condemning the violence and lawlessness that occurred during the match. In response, they've banned the use of the Insuatreman home grounds until further notice for safety reasons. The association also says it has involved the Ghana Police Service to conduct full investigation and ensure that those responsible are arrested and prosecuted. Despite the defeat, Kotoko stayed top of the table with 34 points after 19 games. We will have more on this story for you after 8 a.m. when we speak to all parties involved to bring a full understanding to what really transpired last night. But elsewhere in the Ghana Premier League, Gold Stars, they missed the chance to go top after a goalless draw with Samatex at home. Gold Stars are second, also with 34 points, with Samatex in mid-table. Midyama, they edged Legon Cities 1-0 in Takwa to kick off Ibrahim Tanko's reign with victory. Mediama stays 7th, while Cities remain in the relegation zone. Here's their new coach, Ibrahim Tanko.
I mean, it's only about training. If you are not scoring, you have to train for it. So, senior work and Mabano, at least only one striker and almost all the strikers are not scoring. So definitely, they will work on that goal scoring chances, and I'm sure that they will come and start scoring.
Vision FC also came from behind to beat bottom place Accra Lions 2-1. Young Apostles stunned Nations FC 2-1 in Obuasi. Aduana Stars, they won the Bono Derby 1-0 against Bachem United, and Karela United urged Brecum Chelsea 2-1 but remain in the bottom 3. Dreams FC, on the other hand, beat Basake Holy Stars 2-1, moving 3 points above the drop into 14th. Now, on Friday, Mauliwayo scored from the spot to seal a 1-0 win for Heart of Oak over Heart of Lions at the Legon Stadium to send them 4th on the table, 1 point away from the top. The Heart of Oak assistant coach Ya Amankwa was full of praise for new signing Setosei, who made his debut in the match.
It's a very tough game, but my boys did very well by getting the goal. So very happy. We are very happy. We know he's now coming. Match fitness is not there, so we allow him to be free in the game. You saw when we lost the ball, he was not defending, and that's how we told him. We told him he should not do that because he didn't have anything. When the ball is okay.
That's Ya Amankwa there, the assistant head coach of Kumasi. Of Accra Hearts of Oak, I beg your pardon. Now, the boxing, Ghanaian boxer Elvis Ahoga, also known as Soldier Boxer, suffered defeat in his international debut in the UK, losing to Kelum Simpson. Simpson secured a 5th-round knockout to defend his Commonwealth Super Middleweight title. Now, to Ghanaian players abroad. Again, this weekend, they hit top form for their clubs over the weekend, with some of them scoring very important goals. Here's a wrap for you.
Kamaldeen Sulemana came off the bench to help Southampton win their first Premier League game in 14 matches after Onuachu scored from a rebound of his shot to give the Saints a 2-1 win over Ipswich. In the Championship, Brandon Thomas Asante netted a stunning goal for Coventry City in a 2-0 victory over Swansea, also assisting the opening goal. Asante now has 3 goals and 1 assist in his last 4 games. Andre Ayew came off the bench to score 3 minutes later, securing Le Havre a 1-1 draw at Angers in the League 1. The 35-year-old has now netted 3 times in his last 5 games. Also in France, Mohamed Salisou's Monaco defeated AG Auxerre 4-2. Elisha Owusu provided an assist for Auxerre, while compatriot Gideon Mensah also featured in the loss. In Greece, Babaraman scored his 5th league goal for PAOK, though they suffered a 2-1 defeat to AEK Athens in the Super League.
That's a Joy Sports Desk report. Now, still on Ghanaian players, Thomas Partey, he scored his 3rd Premier League goal of the season as Arsenal thrashed Manchester City 5-1 at the Emirates to remain 6 points behind Liverpool in title race with 50 points. The match marked the 31-year-old's 150th appearance for the Gunners, during which he has scored 8 goals and provided 7 assists. After the game, Mikel Arteta, the Arsenal manager, says the Partey goal laid the foundation for their victory.
Yeah, that's another thing that went our way, because emotionally I think that was a turning point. We reacted so quickly, had a bit of luck in that action, and they set the tone for the team in the stadium as well to go and win the game. And then after that I think the team took a different level, growing confidence. They started to control the game much better and dominate certain areas much better, and we went and win it from there.
That's Mikel Arteta there speaking on the Partey goal. Meanwhile, Man City boss Pep Guardiola was unhappy with his team's loss of concentration at crucial moments in the match.
Definitely, but you have to overcome. You cannot lose the control. It's 95 minutes, so we cannot finish in the way we play. We could have scored 3 more. So the team always has to be stable. It doesn't matter what happened in knockout games. So in the first situation, we lose what you have to do. It's so difficult.
That's Pep Guardiola. Manchester City remain 4th on the table with 41 points. Liverpool, they ended Bournemouth's 12-game unbeaten run with a 2-0 win. Courtesy of Mohamed Salah brace has to remain top of the table with 56 points. Salah's 2nd goal lifted the Egyptian into 6th place on the all-time Premier League scoring list with 178 goals. Meanwhile, Man United suffered their 5th home defeat in 6 Premier League games as Jean-Philippe Mateta's second half double gave Crystal Palace a 2-0 win, their 4th victory in 6 seasons at Old Trafford. Chelsea host West Ham tonight at 8 p.m. Elsewhere in Spain, Lewandowski, he scored a second half goal to secure a 1-0 win for Barcelona against Deportivo Alaves, but Real Madrid, they suffered defeat in La Liga to Espanyol. And in Italy, Inter Milan came from a goal down to salvage a 1-1 draw in their derby against AC Milan in the Serie A. That's all the sports this morning on the Joy Sports Centre. My name is Fentio Tahiru Fentio. Back to Winston.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us with the latest in the world of sports. And let's get interactive this morning. Social media messages brought to us by EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa, and Provident Insurance. With Provident, man, you're covered. So EcoBank says don't be scammed because fraud activities are on the increase as scammers continue to target customers of various banks through phone calls, text messages, and emails to get customers to divulge sensitive information such as password, PIN, card information, CVV, OTP, and other personal details. And their ultimate goal is to steal your money. Always remember that bank account details can only be updated at an EcoBank branch. EcoBank mobile app can only be upgraded at the App Store, Play Store. Link in your Ghana card to your EcoBank account is at any EcoBank branch or ecobank.com. Do not share your password, PIN, OTP, card information, or any other personal information with anyone, whether remotely or face-to-face. Never give the 16 digits or any number on your bank card to anyone, and avoid any calls or messages that request you to click a link. Report any suspicious SMS, email, or phone call to the EcoBank contact center and delete such messages at once. When in doubt or feel insecure, call EcoBank on 0800 003 225 on toll free. But this new year, let your journey be worry-free. Renew or buy a brand new motor insurance policy with Provident Insurance from now till March 2025 and enjoy exciting rewards including fuel coupons and exclusive Provident souvenirs. Need assistance? Chat with or buy a friendly WhatsApp assistant on 0242 426396 and she will sort you out, baby, anywhere, anytime, or visit any of our 15 branches nationwide. Provident Insurance, your reliable partner for 43 years, keeping you covered every mile of the way. Don't miss out on this special offer. Chat or buy now or visit any of our branches, agents, and brokers today. Terms and conditions apply. With Provident, man, you're covered. Good morning. Now time for Food for Thought with Uncle Ibo White. And Food for Thought is brought to us by Roverman Productions. Be the difference. Uncle, good morning.
Hey, how about you, sir?
Yes, Uncle.
Morning.
Good morning. Good. I am fine. Last time you said I was wearing batakari when I was not. So today I have decided to wear batakari.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So yes. That's your way of correcting me.
Yes, today I'm in one.
All right. Okay. I will say I have a lot of questions to ask you later off air.
Okay.
I need clarification on a number of things.
Okay.
You have the expertise on certain areas.
No problem.
So expect a call from me in the course of the day.
Okay, Uncle.
Let me begin by saying good morning to our own Israel lying. Israel, you are in my prayers this morning. I'm praying for you and the whole family in this very difficult time. So hang in there. And then, about you said, my Val Day production this year.
Mm-hmm.
Comes on, it starts on Valentine's Day, Friday, Valentine's Day, with one of our craziest plays, Bananas and Granuts.
Mm.
And then on Saturday, we bring you Naked in Bed. Now, Friday, because it's a working day, we'll start the first show at 5 instead of 4. Okay. But Saturday, we revert to our usual first show time of 4 p.m. So Friday, 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. Saturday, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. So 14th and 15th at the National Theatre. A different play each day. So don't worry about where you take your beloved. Come to join us at the National Theatre for Val Day. February is celebrated as the love month or the month of love. To align with this, I with God's help, intend to focus on love and marriage throughout this month on food for thought.
Sure.
You know, we go to school to learn to ride. We go to school to learn to read. We go to school to learn to drive. We go to school to learn to cook. And we go to school to learn to be doctors and lawyers and accountants and engineers and all kinds of other things. But when it comes to love relationships and marriage, there's no school to teach us how to do it right.
Mm-hmm.
And yet our love relationships can either make or mess us up. The area of love is the most important aspect of our lives because it can affect everything else in our lives, our happiness, our health, and even our wealth. And it is also the vehicle through which we create the next generation. Unfortunately, many of us get into marriage without knowing what we are doing, with no clue at all. So this month, I'm glad to serve you by sharing my insights on love and marriage gleaned from my 41 plus years of marriage and from my extended counseling career. For this first presentation on love and marriage in 2025, I want to speak to those who are not married. To those who are not married, I say, don't be forced or pressured into marriage. Unfortunately, our society does not permit a lady to remain single. A single girl in her late 20s and beyond in Ghana is in trouble. Everyone feels it is their right to ask her why she's not married and to put pressure on her to marry. It is an injustice. And I would say I am serious about this because I've seen too many cases in which blessed ladies are forced to settle with people they know even before the marriage that they do not love them. It is sad. We need to learn that half a marriage is not better than no marriage. Half a husband is not better than none. Half a wife is not better than no wife. Single people owe it to themselves and to society to make sure that they are marrying for themselves when they are ready and they are marrying the right people. So, to the singles, I want you to note the following points. 1, understand that your life is complete with or without marriage. If you don't feel complete as a single, trust me, marriage will not make you feel complete. In fact, if you count on your partner to make you feel complete, you will put too much burden on that person and destroy your relationship. So work on being complete as a single, and you will then become a great lover. 2, singles must understand that many married people are great actors. The couple who arrives in church smiling and holding hands and calling each other darling may not have spoken a polite word to each other for days. So don't be fooled by the rosy picture some married people give. Be patient and work towards your own in your own time. Remember that every marriage has its own formula. So take your time and don't believe the PR stunt that some married people put out for the sake of the world. 3, don't marry to please anyone. One of the mistakes some young people make is to marry to please society or even their families. They marry because their families or peers push them to. Big mistake. Deliberately decide to marry, not to please anyone, but because you want to. Number 4, don't marry out of pity. Some young people marry out of pity. They believe that if they do not marry the person, he or she will be destroyed. Well, if you marry out of pity, that person will punish you and make you regret your decision every day. 5, marriage does not take away loneliness. If you think marriage will ensure that you don't feel lonely anymore, let me tell you that there is something like married and lonely, and that is worse than single and lonely. So find a solution to your loneliness before you get married. Number 6, marriage will not protect you from sexual temptation. A lot of people who are struggling with sexual temptation are lured into marrying and to believing that if they married, they will get all the sex they want and not have to fight sexual temptation again as long as they remain married. It is a myth. Marriage is not an answer to sexual temptation. In fact, marriage could make the situation worse. A single person would have to learn to overcome sexual temptation first. That person will have to learn to develop self-control before marriage, or he or she is in trouble after marriage. Number 7, be the right person and you would attract the right partner. You know, a lot of people spend their lives searching for the right person to marry. In most cases, they get disappointed or disillusioned. Instead of searching for the right person, be the right person and you will attract the right partner.
Sure.
Finally, number 8 for this morning, don't be afraid to start all over. I would say there are cases where somebody, after dating for some time, for some years, becomes aware now that the person he or she is dating may not be the right person, or that relationship does not have a future. Now, when they discover this, they still want to go ahead with a relationship because they look at the number of years they have been dating this person and they think they can't let the emotional investment go for nothing. Now, if you do that, you'll regret your decision every day. Never be afraid to walk away from a relationship for which you have doubts and about which you do not have any inner peace. Let it go. Walk away from that relationship, especially if it doesn't bring you peace and fulfillment. And so I would say that's my presentation this morning on love and marriage. This one was for singles. From Thursday, we'll be focusing on those in marriage.
Thank you very, very much, Anklebo White, for joining us with Food for Thought, brought to us by Roverman Productions. Time now for our fuel station tips. And it's brought to us by the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies, shaping policy and advancing industry standards. Your tip for today says drive carefully around the station, reduce speed and stay alert for pedestrians, other vehicles or slippery surfaces near fueling areas. And that's our fuel station tip for today, which means we can now bring you the Joy Business Minute, brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG. We stand with you. Anointed Engineering Services, the Generator Experts, and Pinnacle Life Insurance. More for your smile.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you. Anointed Electrical Engineering, the Generator Experts, and Pinnacle Life Insurance. More for your smile. The new governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Esiama, is expected to formally begin work at the institution this morning. It follows his nomination for that position last week. Prices of petroleum products are expected to go up by some 2% per litre beginning today. LPG will also witness a significant increase per kilogram. Insurance companies have gone ahead to increase insurance motor tariffs from the 1st of February 2025. This is despite an earlier directive from the National Insurance Commission to freeze the implementation of the tariffs. And US President Donald Trump says US tariffs on imports from the EU will definitely happen, following similar moves targeting Canada, Mexico, and China. Brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you. Anointed Electrical Engineering, the Generator Experts, and Pinnacle Life Insurance. More for your smile.
Right, so welcome back. And Anointed Engineering Services Limited is into the sale of ultra-silent fuel efficient diesel generating sets with sizes ranging from 5 kVA to 3000 kVA at competitive prices. And for every generator you acquire, you'll enjoy a 5-year warranty. They also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generating sets. Their services include a 24-hour emergency service, sale of genuine spare parts, reliable rental services, professional advice, sale of tar lights and rental. Locate their latest branches in Bibiani Petroji, opposite the Bethel School Junction on the main Bibiani Kumasi Highway. And then in Techiman X Oil Filling Station on the main Techiman Kumasi Highway, and locate their head office at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. They also have 18 branches nationwide and are into skills training. They have a training school that trains students in generators and plants, auto mechanics and electricals, controls and solar installations. They offer 80% hands-on training and 20% theory. Call them on 0243 480 334 or 0243 690295. Anointed, the generator experts. So what makes you smile? Is it time with loved ones or pursuing your passions or simply enjoying life's little moments? At Pinnacle Life Insurance, we believe that life insurance should do more than just protect your family's financial future. It should also help you live your best life now. Our policies offer comprehensive coverage, living benefits, and rewards to help you make the most of today because we think of wealth differently. At Pinnacle Life Insurance, we provide solutions that give you more for your smile. More time, more freedom, more joy. For more information on any of our policies, call us on 0501 451 400 or visit pinnaclelifeinsurance.com.gh. Pinnacle Life Insurance, more for your smile. So this Valentine's season, Roverman Productions, in partnership with the National Theatre and Joy FM, brings you a special Valentine's gift, a special showing of two of Uncle White's most exciting love plays, Bananas and Granates and Naked in Bed. In Bananas and Granates, Adelaide, the lawyer, has to make a tough decision of choosing between two men. Charlie, a fun-loving, happy-go-lucky, frisky hipster with no sense of responsibility in life, and Abraham, a business mogul, principled gentleman who is seemingly boring and does not have fun bone in his body. How will she make her decision? In Naked in Bed, Samson is seen in a very compromising position with Mercedes, his fiance's best friend. A night before his wedding, Vicky, his fiance, calls in her mother and auntie, who arrive with all the drama to bring a solution to the problem. Will they be able to salvage the marriage? Well, there will be two shows, each on 14th. There will be two shows on 14th and 15th February at the National Theatre as follows. 14th February, Bananas and Granates at 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. And then 15th February, Naked in Bed at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Rate is 300 cedis per ticket. Buy tickets via the Rover app and Coba short code *365 *535 hash on all networks only. Don't miss this opportunity to be part of an amazing Valentine's event. Sponsors Coba, Tilly's Tea, OCM Cereals. Buy your tickets now. Roverman Productions, be the difference. And on Big Stories this morning, brought to us by Telecel, connecting Energy's latest film, your partner for life. And Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa, and Republic Bank, we're the one for you. Our focus is on this.
That this government has not given any person or group of persons any authority to carry out any form of mining in these forest reserves as recently reported. I urge the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Minister for the Interior, Attorney General and Minister for Justice to take immediate steps to ensure the arrest and prosecution of any persons or group of persons engaged in this illegality.
I think the Speaker has, in view of the incident, directed the immediate suspension of the two chief whips for both majority and minority respectively, and two other members. Their suspension, as you said, is to last for 2 weeks. Now, the question to ask is from where the Speaker is deriving his authority. In fact, neither the standing orders nor the Constitution grants the Speaker any such authority.
This morning we focus on illegal mining. President John Dramani Mahama has been talking about it. He says he's directed the ministers, as the Minister of Interior, Minister of Environment, and the Minister of Lands, to make sure that anyone engaged in illegal mining is arrested. But also former Majority Leader Seche Mensah-Bonsu challenges Speaker Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin's decision to suspend 4 members of Parliament for 10 days. We'll get into all of that, but switch to Telecel fixed broadband today and experience incredible bonuses, non-expiry bundles, data transfers across devices, and lots more. New customers get 50% bonus data in addition to other mind-blowing offers, and existing customers receive 300% bonus data on every broadband renewal. To keep browsing, to subscribe to Telecel fixed broadband for these amazing offers, dial *900# or use the Telecel Play app, or visit a Telecel retail outlet, or visit their website telecel.com.gh and get connected today. Terms and conditions apply. Telecel, connecting energies. But have you heard? Because Republic Bank is giving this season, and they're giving big pay with your Visa credit card and stand a chance to win an all-expense paid trip to Dubai or a luxury staycation at some of Ghana's finest beach resorts, including Maha Beach Resort, Breezes Beach, or Camp Chache. You could also win a 5-course dinner for 2 at the exquisite Brasa restaurant, a full-day spa service for 2, and other exciting rewards in a Republic Bank tap and win and fly to Dubai promo. All you need to do is to use any of your Republic Bank Visa credit cards, Infinite Adishi or Classic card. Every tap counts. So what are you waiting for? It's time to fly to Dubai with a Republic Bank Visa card. Start tapping and make this season unforgettable. This promo is under the Carters Lottery platform. Republic Bank, we're the one for you. So let's get interactive this morning. Share your thoughts with us on X, use the hashtag JoySMS, and then on WhatsApp 055-1111-997. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Oh yeah, EcoBank Mobile to make me say, oh yeah, EcoBank Mobile to make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy. Yeah. Oh yeah, download it. You go enjoy it. You can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple. Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know, it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
This new year, let your journey be worry-free. Renew or buy a brand new motor insurance policy with Provident Insurance from January to March 2025 and enjoy exciting rewards such as fuel coupons and exclusive Provident souvenirs. Need assistance? Chat with Obaya, our friendly WhatsApp assistant on 024-242-6396. She will sort you out babia, anywhere, anytime, or visit any of our branches, agents, or brokers today. Provident Insurance, your reliable partner for 43 years, keeping you covered every mile of the way. Don't miss out on this special offer. Terms and conditions apply. With Provident, man, you're covered.
Provident, man, you're covered. Reasons why we dey connect each child. It not be say we won't make one our loved ones happy.
Daddy, thanks for the tea cash, okay? I love you.
That be my daughter, Angela.
Never could you. I mean, sure, why? Tea cash, naba. I know Papa Yinaja was sick.
Say I go take care of my parents. It be my duty. Say make I pay my bills. I dey use Telecel cash. The suppliers for my shop there.
Hello, boss. I get a Telecel cash alert too. They deliver the things right there.
I dey make them happy because I fit pay them directly to the my merchant number for any network talk. Then sort my people out with Telecel cash for free.
If one a family parties, then business partners they happy. It be they make one a connection strong. Carry Telecel cash, send money, gives your people for them a Telecel cash wallet store. Any day, anytime. It be free. Make you save money, tap cool, then make your menace smile. Anytime you go carry Telecel cash, send them money.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Do you want to remain productive and competitive in your business? Then I am happy to remind you that Anointed Engineering Services Limited is still here to serve. We provide homes, offices, and institutions with ultra-silent, reliable, and fuel-efficient diesel generating sets with sizes ranging from 5 kVA to 3000 kVA at unbeatable prices. You also enjoy a 5-year warranty. Anointed Engineering is noted for unwavering 24-hour after-sale emergency service service, rental and sale of tile lights and genuine spare parts, undertake repair and maintenance of all diesel generators and buy back used generators. Sign up today at our training school and gain hands-on experience from our team of professionals on generators, plants, auto mechanics, electricals, controls, and solar installations. Anointed Engineering has 18 branches nationwide. Locate our head office in Accra at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. Call our hotlines on 0302 324723 or 0243 690295. Also on 0243 480334. Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator experts.
What makes you smile? Is it time with loved ones, pursuing your passions, or simply enjoying life's little moments? At Pinnacle Life Insurance, we believe that life insurance should do more than just protect your family's financial future. It should also help you live your best life now. Our policies offer comprehensive coverage, living benefits, and rewards to help you make the most of today because we think of wealth differently. At Pinnacle Life Insurance, we provide solutions that give you more for your smile, more time, more freedom, more joy. For more information on our policies, call us on 0501 451 400 or visit www.pinnaclelife.com.gh. Pinnacle Life Insurance, more for your smile.
Killer cut, blood, killer cut. Killer cut, blood, killer cut.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the super morning show. Yeah. Wake up to joy.
ask him, Ablakwa, show me the design, I'll go and buy. He wears nice shoes. He dresses well. A gentleman, dressing, whatever. We relate well. Before he's vetting, ask Ablakwa whether we didn't sit as brothers. I said, Sammy, there were things that you went overboard. I think if you make concessions, we'll be fine. Is that okay? Meanwhile, I was aware that this is Aura. Guys, have been flying drones in Winneba on my property. I kept quiet. I managed it. They've been flying. They go to my beachfront property. They mounted a drone. They flew it from the community center just by the Nshona, okay? And my boys saw it. I told them, ignore. When government changes, people do all manner of things. They went to my White House, the one at the veterinary area, flew, checking Winneba as well. Winneba. In Abelempe, you'll be there and you'll be seeing drones. In the morning, the policemen have been seeing it. They told me, I said, ignore. Sometimes early in the morning, we see that behind the rail line, but I know that it is spying my house. What is the business of drones in the minority leaders' house? Meanwhile, I've lived in my Belenpe residence for over 20 years. My firstborn is 21. I lived there before having given birth to Ian. Is that okay? My residence in Winneba. I've had my properties all these years. I'm a businessman.
Joy 99.7 FM. Education is the most powerful weapon to change the world. At Heritage Christian University, you're assured of quality education. We offer programs like Bachelor of Business Administration, Community Development and Theology, Theology and Ministry, Psychology, Nursing, Information Technology, Information Security, and Business Information Technology. Professional programs like ICA, CIMG, CIHRM, ABE. We also offer short courses on media and IT. What makes Heritage stand out is our experienced and scholar practitioner faculty, entrepreneurial training with financial support, ultra-modern facilities, and hostels. Qualifications for entry is WASI or SSC or GBCE, HND or Diploma Top-Up. Mature 25 years and above. Heritage is located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium. Contact us on 054-777-7731 or 020-229-8399 or www.hcuc.edu.gh. Heritage Christian University, educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
Hosted once every 5 years, the prestigious Millennium Excellence Awards welcomes our august and distinguished guests to the Menchia Palace, Kumasi, for a 3-day exclusive prize ceremony in May 2025. Invited guests will include executives of government, royalty, the diplomatic corps, academics, and CEOs of industry, all under the auspices of our revered King, His Majesty Otumfo Osei Tutu II Asantehene, the life patron. The Millennium Excellence Awards 2025 will unveil the best and honored laureates of our time from Ghana and around the African continent. To vote for your nominee, visit mefvotes.wigal.com.gh. This is an invitation-only event. Be part of history. The Millennium Excellence Awards 2025, a royal ceremony coming soon.
Give it up for your guardian soul, protecting. Auntie Amma, good morning,
Morning, Auntie Amma. Hey, Philomena, still itching? Now, have you heard?
Yes, Kofi. Have I heard that what?
That Unilever's Champion Carbolic Soap guards your skin against germs that cause most skin diseases and leaves your skin looking natural and healthy.
Hey, really?
Yes, that red soap, Champion Carbolic Soap or Guardian Soap, should be your first and last choice.
Hey, Kofi Guardian, have you also heard that it is now called Lifebuoy Carbolic Soap?
Lifebuoy Carbolic Soap?
J, what is written there?
Lifebuoy Carbolic. Hey, sir,
give us one box.
Have you heard? Champion Carbolic Soap is now Lifebuoy Carbolic Soap. New name, yet same great skin protection against germs. So spread the news. Champion Carbolic Soap is now Lifebuoy Carbolic Soap. Available in a shop near you. This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome to Spintex Plaza, where living and working blend seamlessly.
Spintex Plaza, the place to be. Furnished apartments feel so free.
Imagine coming home to a luxurious furnished apartment with everything you need.
Rooftop pool, swim under the sky. Rooftop bar where the good times fly. Rooftop gym, get fit and strong. Spintex Plaza, you can't go wrong.
Spintex Plaza, your home, your work, your lifestyle. Come see us today or call us on 0241 327 363. www.spintexplaza.net. Building or renovating? Look no further. At Interface Limited, we have everything you need to create stunning spaces.
Transform your interiors with our top quality plasterboards, acoustic ceilings, and cement boards.
Step into style with our exquisite laminate and engineered floors. And for your data centers, durable raised access floors.
Elevate your outdoor spaces with our WPC decking and fencing.
Protect your home with our beautiful and reliable roof shingles, insulation, canopies, and PVC fascia boards.
Add a touch of elegance with our beautiful POP cornices and roses.
Quality, affordability, and style all in one place. Building a better Ghana, one space at a time. Visit www.interfacelimited.net or call 0274 999 999.
No ambulance, no way. No ambulance, no way.
Morning show.
At Nswatreman when Kotoko and Nswatreman played over the weekend, and one person died as a result. This morning, Tahiru Fentiu, the man that Raymond Akwa says does games in a suit, is in studio with us. Good morning, Fentiu.
Good morning, Winston. Again.
Great to have you. And we've also been joined on the phone by Hussein Adams, who's a journalist and an eyewitness of all the violence. Stephen Owusu-Bwedi, also an eyewitness, and
West for Kotoko Media.
And Alphonse Agbechise, who's board member of Nswatreman FC. Good morning to all of you. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning.
Great. Before I get to you, Fentiu.
Yeah.
What happened?
So yesterday, a regular match week in the Ghana Premier League between Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Nswatreman. Kotoko had been on this brilliant run heading into that particular game. Nswatreman have struggled largely this season. Had to get rid of a coach. The general manager also left. They were in Africa at the beginning of the season. It didn't go exactly well. And the good background to Nswatreman is that they are owned by the former employment minister, the Honorable Ignatius Bafo, who also lost his elections in the election that we conducted in January. So they won the FA Cup last season, only having gained promotion 2 seasons ago. So that's their history up until this point. Now, according to reports, and I'm glad that both of the media people who joined us are eyewitnesses, yesterday what we saw before the game was that Kotoko's team bus was actually prevented from entering the match venue. And I'm sure Stephen will tell us all about it.
The team bus was prevented from getting to the match.
The videos are there. And this fan who was killed was seen in the video very agitated and fighting people to try and let the team bus of Kotoko get into the match venue. And I'm sure Stephen will tell us exactly what happened, why they were being prevented from getting into the match venue. But once all of that was over and the match itself started, now everybody's talking about the disturbances between the fans that resulted in the death of one fan. But what happened inside the pitch during the match itself was even far more chaotic, except that wasn't fatal, because the game had to be halted for over 30 minutes. The players of the two sides engaged in some kung fu match in the middle of the match.
As in Kung Fu?
Kung Fu, yeah. They were kicking each other. And then
so they were fighting?
They were fighting. A fight broke out. Some fans joined in. The Kotoko reported that their media equipment were destroyed, laptops, what have you. And then the players of the two teams also got engaged in a big fight. That resulted in the match being halted for almost about 30 minutes before it resumed. And then eventually, Kotoko won by 1-0. The Kotoko media stopped working and all of that. And then eventually, the game ended. Kotoko lost. But moments after that, we started to pick reports that this was what had happened, that a fan had been stabbed and that he had died in the stadium. Then videos emerged, and then what happened. And then the series of events that happened after that, Kotoko were the first to confirm the death of the fan, and then Nswatreman had earlier posted at full time that the fans should relax and chill with a bottle of beer because they had won. Then they were attacked over that. They deleted that tweet and then issued a statement where they denied any complicity in what happened, and then also, of course, condemned the incident. Then the GFA also released a statement to say they were banning Nswatreman indefinitely for using their home venue until further notice. They also asked that the Ghana Police Service pick up the matter and investigate it fully and bring the people to book.
Let me bring in Hussein Adams, who's a journalist and eyewitness. So you were there, Hussein,
and recorded one of the videos. Of
yes,
the guy.
I've seen those videos. Hussein, give us blow by blow account. What happened yesterday?
Oh, okay. So, you see, it was a usual match as said, match the 19 of the Ghana Premier League between Nswatreman and Asante Kotoko. So, we as journalists definitely had to go, particularly we from close proximity, had to go to the stadium and then make sure we cover what will unfold and what was going to happen before, during, and after the match. So when we get there, in fact, I got an initial indication that some even journalists were prevented from entering the stadium, even though they were showing their accreditation cards. So they indeed went back. The guys are supported bought tickets before they were given access to enter. So I went there prepared with a lot of accreditations to see. And a lot of people know me, so when I got there, I didn't face that problem. That's why I was able to get to inside that I stood and then recorded that video from that angle also. So I got into the stadium, and then as we all know, I got into the stadium while certain incidents have happened, just like the bus incident. So we were briefed about the tensions and the situations and everything. But then it has not resulted in that chaotic manner as it later unfolded. So in the course of the game, you could feel that there's tension in and around the stadium. And then the tension got heightened after the first half ended 0-0. And the second half actually started in about few minutes that Kotoko had made changes, bringing on
the call has been put on hold. Please wait.
To substitute
All has been put on hold.
Came on. An incident happened during the run of play on the right side of the defensive half of Kotoko, and then the player that Chejamina took down, it looks as if it was Walid Neymar. So the player actually responded quickly by trying to trip Chejamina, and then Che pushed him. So the player pushed back, and then whilst that thing was going on, the other players were far from the scene, so they had to run and rush to the scene. So the intensity and the aggression in which both sides approached the scene resulted in that kung fu fight, which in this video that I recorded, you can see the Kotoko goalkeeper hitting about 4 or 5 players. Instructed players also retaliating, particularly Jason number 14 kicking and stamping on people's body, and then some other Kotoko players like Justice Blessing in the video throwing water into the supporters, because while the incident was happening, the supporters were also throwing up into the field, into where the incident actually was going on. So recorded in the video, that was what happened. But in fact, when it was happening, this was inside the perimeter. Outside, there were tensions, but because this was going on inside the perimeter, it couldn't resulted in so much chaos outside the perimeter, which is where the stands and the fans were. But when I recorded the video, if you could recall, or if you watch the video, you can see that the stadium announcer by name Joel actually incited that nobody should record. So there were some people who were working in within us to see those who have actually recorded something. And you see, I'm the same guy who recorded last year's controversial penalty that the referee awarded to Lions against the Chelsea, which actually got Olympics relegated and got Lions back into the league. So when I was there, I sensed that no, people can target me. Even if I don't record, they can say, since I'm there, it is possible I may record. And I was scared that maybe my phone may be seized. And I heard some fans saying, no, in quote, and then the span of tree. And then some people were saying, since Justice Lee has thrown water into the supporters, they are only waiting for the game to close. So I sense a lot of danger. And if you know where Insuatres Stadium is, it is very far from the town. It's not just at an outskirts. It is deep with it. It's almost like, where is it? Like a bush. So when something happens, eventually it will be between you and your God. Nobody can come and save you there. And see, I had to leave. So on my way leaving, I stood at where the main gate entering the stadium from the VIP side was. And then Honorable Ignatius Bafo just passed by me. They opened that gate for him and he got to the field. He came actually from the very top of where the glasses were, where the glass is. So when he got onto the field, he started. He was trying to calm the situation from both sides, and again with the supporters. So I saw that, but when I turned to my opposite side, I saw Coach Kwesi Appiah, who responded with some hand gesture, and the fans who were around him stood up and were doing a gesture of no sign towards him. So I felt, because there were some rumors brewing while the game was halted after that Kung Fu battle, that the Kotoko could actually stop playing the game. So when that thing happened and I saw that, it suggested to me that maybe Kwesi Appiah has communicated through the signal that he made onto the field that Kotoko shouldn't continue. That's why maybe the people there were saying no. But I later got to know through my investigations that Honorable Ignatius actually signaled him to step down and come onto the field with him with influence so that they can plead with both sides and calm the situation, of which those around him who were protocol people prevented Kwesi Appiah from doing so. So
when you say Kwesi Appiah, is it
he's a board member, he's a management member for Kotoko.
Okay, go ahead.
So I saw Honorable Ignatius Bafo again raising his arm, and instead when you see somebody on the field raising his arm up, not one. It looks as if he was cheering the supporters up. I mean, for the supporters to like, he was cheering them up. So what
allegedly, right?
I was able to deduce or interpret from that action was maybe he wanted them to change the narrative of that chaotic scene to make it seem like, they should continue supporting as normal, as if that nothing has happened, so that they can go ahead and then continue the game. Because while he was doing that, the game was halted. But some people, including a guy that I called personally, who was close to Kwesi Appiah, also said this side of the story to me, of which I'm a bit convinced, based on the reaction of Honorable Ignatius Bafo, that thing incited the fans actually, because there was some sort of anger. Because even though there were no fight as at the time that the Kung Fu thing was going on the field, even though the fans were not fighting, but I saw some people very angry there. And including there's one guy who has been circulating, particularly in the back video. His name is Santos, written on the back. He's wearing some Real Madrid 18 jersey. So the guy who reported even the incident to me said that guy, and I saw that guy plus some other guys, walked a certain guy out, fair-colored guy, short. They walked him out, and upon the indication while I was leaving, I saw that
now, Hussein,
maybe
Hussein, before we bring Alphonse in, just help us understand. So, what actually led to the fight? What you have termed as Kung Fu? What caused this whole problem?
So this is what I saw. After they took that guy out, it was reported to me that the same guys came again and took Poli out, the guy who actually kicked the bucket. So this is what we got to know when we got to the stadium, that his name was being mentioned even around the stadium, that is one guy they targeted, that he's been saying things that is not pleasant with them, they are not pleased with, and they don't want him to watch the game. So some sections of the fans wanted to walk him out earlier. So I saw him on my way leaving while he was standing in the midst of the Kotoko fans where they were. And when I left, the guy reported to me that the same guy that took the third guy that I saw outside were the same guy that came back, tried to pull him out, and then they eventually took him out. So they took him outside the stadium where the fans are. But the incident happened right at the gate. So the moment he got outside, the guy who stabbed him, whether he would use what machinery, what weapon, we don't know, but the guy who stabbed him was just right there. Maybe, I don't know, but the guys who took him there can actually identify who actually stabbed the guy.
Okay.
So,
yeah, but my point is
that was what actually happened.
Yes, Hussein, my question is, on the field, you recorded the fight on the field.
Yeah.
What triggered that fight between the players?
It was, Koroko on top of the table, right? And in Swachema are battling for relegation. This was a home game. So there was a foul, a tackle, that Che Jamana took an instructed player down, and then he was trying to delay the process of a quick restart because he wanted to actually start the game quickly to make sure they actually they can score, to try and score. So on his way 10, he was tripped. That instructor guy, one of the players, tried to trip him, and then he pushed the guy. So the guy pushed him back, and then all the other players rushed to the scene. And because of the aggression and the level of speed that they came with, that was what resulted to that brawl.
Please hold on for me, Hussein. Now, before I get to Alphonse, Stephen, you were in the Kotoko bus, I'm sure. What happened? Why were you prevented from entering the stadium? Tell us.
Well, was that per the rules of the GFA, away teams are supposed to report at the match venue at 1:30, and that was exactly the time our Timbers arrived at the Komansa Park. So upon arrival, the guys in charge of the gate were resistant to letting us in, and our supporters who had traveled from Kumasi arrived just at that time, and they were like, you just allow the bus to enter. But the people at the gate were thinking that the supporters would want to enter the stadium via the entry point of the bus. So if you've seen the videos of the confrontation at the gate, that was the reason. And our supporters were like, just let the bus enter, and we will enter the stadium via the designated entry point for supporters. We will pay and enter. So if you see the video of the deceased talking to somebody, say, I have 1,000 Ghana cedi on me and I can pay for the entry ticket. So please just allow the bus to enter. So it went on for a while until they allowed us entry with the bus. So from there, everything seemed cool. We went for the pre-match inspection and everything. Went for the warm-up, came back, and the game started. But you were asking Hussein what actually brought about the Kung Fu fight. You see, in the first half, there were incidents that some of our players, that protocol, deserved yellow cards for their acts on the field. Some tackles deserved yellow cards. The same way Swatreman also deserved yellow card for some tackles that. Okay. But the referee refused to caution any of such incidents. So just after the second half, before the incident which was recorded on video, Justice Blay had a headbutt from an opponent, and he got up quickly to confront the player. And the referee came in, tried to sort out things, and then he separated the two players. So just 2 minutes after that, there was a foul against Kotoko, and our player gave the ball to the opponent and requested to turn and then defend. He was hit at the back. So his colleagues saw the incident and all rushed to the scene, and they were pushing each other. But the reason that escalated was that the referee had failed to show cards in the game. So tempers were boiling at that point.
Okay.
And when the incident occurred, the referee took a distance from where the incident was happening. He didn't intervene. He was just there watching the players fighting, which is not right. So if he had stepped in, shown red cards to whoever deserved the red card at that point, things wouldn't have gotten to that point. And that incited the supporters, the home fans, to throw stones, bottled water, sticks onto the field. That my laptop, a fan jumped into the inner perimeter, stepped on my laptop, giving a heavy hit on my right ear. Now I'm going to the hospital because I can barely hear something.
What happened to your right ear? Stephen, what happened?
I was hit from behind. I was sitting down. As part of my job, I take photos, match photos. And the thing is that when the game is going on, I'm supposed to sit at the end of the opponent's goalkeeper, closer, because of action shot, celebration shot. And I was just sitting there, and I had a very heavy hit on my right cheek. So that was when I turned. I saw the supporters jumping in, and then they took my camera, hit it on the ground, and I was like, what is happening? At the same point, I saw the TV broadcasters, their camera person being hit with stones, and he had to jump from that height to save his life. And they destroyed his camera. So I took all the gadgets, presented it to the match commissioner. I said, look, this is what they have done. Just in the presence of the match commissioner, there was two throwing stones. And I had to find a cover at our bench. And we were there when one supporter jumped in with a machete.
What?
And we told the police, look at, can't you arrest him? And the policeman told us that if he arrests him, then everything will get out of hand. To the point that policeman was running for cover at our bench. So it was during that process that our medical team, a fan of our team, came to our bench because it's just a wire mesh. He said that one of our supporters has been stabbed. So our medical team members had to leave the pitch and go and attend to him. When they got there, this gentleman was in the pool of blood. And the ambulance there, they couldn't find the driver.
They couldn't find the driver of the ambulance?
Ambulance.
What?
So that's when, if you've seen the video, the guy is lying there.
Yes, I've seen the guy lying there. I've heard people asking, where's the ambulance?
Oh. Yes. The ambulance was there, the driver couldn't be found.
Stephen, hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute for me. Let me bring in Alphonse Agbechise, who is board member of Nswatreman. Alphonse, so first of all, Kotoko is entering the stadium and their vehicle is prevented. Why? Hello, Alphonse? Alphonse, can you hear me? Okay, it seems, yes, Alphonse. It seems we don't have Alphonse on the line. We'll try and get back to him. So let me get back to Stephen Owusu-Boadi, who is an eyewitness and also part of the Kotoko media team. So, Stephen, I am told that the players, okay, so Stephen is also not on.
I'm here.
Yes, Stephen, you're here, good. Yeah, so I'm told that the Kotoko players and team went to the hospital. What happened when you got there?
Okay, so during the game, if you've seen the video of our goalkeeper chasing one person,
yes, I saw that.
That man who is a mazer for the home team came and hit the goalkeeper with a stick. So the goalkeeper was retaliating. And if you saw that video, our central defender Joseph Ablo was hit with a stone on his head. So just after the game, we were like, we wanted to go and see the gentleman. And then the management said like we should wait in Sunyani while he attend to the body at in Swatre. So That's what happened,
Okay.
and I've seen this over and over again. But yesterday was the height of it. That whenever we travel to the BA side, it's always met with hostilities. Things that doesn't make sense, because last year they beat us in Kumasi 2-1. Last season we lost there 1-0, and we never complained or did anything. So sometimes it's that you put the blame to the football association, because you own the product, and if somebody wants to destroy the product, there are restaurants in Accra that even when you wear slippers there, they won't allow you entry, but they are looking for money. But that's their rule. So if somebody is in the league and misbehaving, you just take them out. The measures that they put out are not deterring enough. You just say temporary ban, but you don't know the actual situation. What happened? What transpired there? You don't know it. You sit in Accra and say anything at all. So it's about time. If I'm the one owning the league, I have the right to take whoever off.
Okay. Stephen, kindly hold on 1 minute for me, because Alphonse Agbechi is a board member of Nswatraman. Alphonse, thank you very much for joining us and staying with us. This is not the first time there's been violence at your stadium. In fact, you've been banned before. Why are you engaged in these kind of things, Alphonse?
Thank you very much, my brother. I would like to condemn the incident that happened at the Isiate, because we don't condone bad behaviors at our league center. And I would like to also send the club's condolence to the family of the deceased, and then the football fraternity. First of all, we did not prevent Kotoko Timbers from entering the safe zone, because in GFA's wisdom, they ask every club to provide a safe zone for team buses. So when Kotoko bus was coming, there were some heavy bird men in another car following the bus. So we allowed the bus. When the bus got there, 1:30, then 1:35, then the bus was allowed in. But they were followed by the heavy bird men. So I was called. When I got there, they were inside the safe zone. They wanted to enter with their car. And then the supporters also didn't want them to enter with that car. By that time, the bus was inside. So when I got there, they said that car have to enter. Then I asked, whose car is that? They say they are stewards of the club. They are guiding the club. So I told them, we don't allow stewards to come to safe zone. It is only the timbers that have to come to the safe zone. So in my own wisdom, I told them, okay, then the people who are inside should come on, so that we will allow that car to come in. It took us like 15 minutes before they will accept to come out. So they were not prevented from entering this thing. Because if you look at the video, if you watch the video critically, the bus was inside. It was inside the safe zone.
1 minute for me, Alphonse. Let me just do this quickly. Hold on 1 minute. Stephen. Stephen Ozubwedi, can you hear me?
Yeah, please, I can hear.
Is it the case that your bus was allowed in, but you were prevented from bringing a vehicle full of macho men to the stadium? That's what Alphonse alleges.
We don't travel with macho men for away games, and no other vehicle apart from our bus. To some extent, the vehicle that carries administrators or board members that are allowed entry. So these people came there, and because those at the gate were resistant to allowing us entry, that was if you've gotten a video and the sound of that video, you will hear what they were talking about. That we are not here to enter via this place. but allow the bus to enter, and we go and pay. So all of those people that you saw there paid and entered through the designated entry for supporters, not where you saw them.
So it is not the case that you had another vehicle full of macho men, which they prevented.
No.
Alphonse,
don't carry macho men with us for games, not even home games.
Alphonse, Virtue,
you heard Stephen.
If you watch the video critically, you will realize that the team bus was inside the safe zone. If you watch the video critically, and if you watch the people who were trying to enter with the players, you will see that they are heavily built men. So one of our stewards was telling them that when they came to pre-match,
Alphonse, I have seen the video. We can hear the supporters saying, "Let the bus enter."
That is where I am coming.
So no, hold on. Alphonse, I'm asking the question. We have seen the video where we can clearly see the bus being prevented, where we can see supporters saying, "Let the bus enter. They have money. They can pay and enter, but the bus must enter." So, at what point are you telling us that they were preventing
where that guy was talking? It is at the safe zone where he was talking. It was the safe zone, but they were pushing for the second car to enter. The second car is what they were pushing for, that second car to enter. And one guy said, "We brought money. Me this car by 10,000. We are coming to pay." You understand? But we are not going through the dressing room of the players. And then one of our steward was telling them that when they came for training, the pre-match, they did not say they are coming with their steward. Their stewards must enter through that place. So they are not going to allow them to enter through that place. So where that guy was standing, saying,
Alphonse,
was the safe zone.
Okay, Alphonse.
Inside.
Alphonse, the video I have seen, I have actually seen the Kotoko vehicle. The second car that you say you've seen, what vehicle was that? Do you know its registration number? Let's put it out. If there was
it was a V8. When the gate, the security guy at the gate prevented that vehicle from entering, the letter said it is coach's vehicle. That is what they were saying, that it is coach's vehicle. Then I asked those guys inside the safe zone to go out so that I will allow the vehicle to enter. But by the time they came out, then they have moved the vehicle to the car park around the stadium.
And you say this V8 you allege had macho men in there?
Yes.
Please,
the letter told me that it is coach's vehicle.
Hold on, Stephen, what are you saying?
You see,
hello, Stephen.
Our coach doesn't use a V8.
Okay.
His car is a Land Cruiser Prado, and that car had no macho men. A friend of our coach was driving that car, and he didn't come through that entry point. And the car that brought the supporters, the ones you are seeing in the video, is a 2M Express car, which came from Kumasi straight to the venue. But that car didn't enter through where our bus was entering. It parked outside.
So Alphonse, where did you see this V8?
So, thank you. How will I know that vehicle, if it is Prado, how will I know that Prado belongs to?
He's suggesting to you that the
Prado call me,
did not. Hold on, Alphonse. He says the Prado did not follow the team bus. No. That's what he's telling you. Is that so? Where did you see? Which vehicle did you see following the team bus? Because it makes it very clear, their coach's vehicle was not following the team bus.
It was following the team bus because I was inside the stadium. So they have to call me to come to the back there. You understand? To meet those guys.
Alphonse, let's leave it for people to
so
judge.
How did I,
the video is out there. Hold on a minute, Alphonse.
Notice that.
The video is out there. We'll leave it for people to make their own judgment. But let me get to you on something. My checks indicate that in Swatreman FC, even when you were in Division 1, you were banned from the usage of your park, the Chumesi Park, because of acts of violence. As a board, aren't you concerned, and what have you been doing that consistently your team is associated with violence?
Thank you. We have been talking to our supporters. Yesterday, what happened?
And they've been continuing like that?
No, thank you.
Winston here.
The journalist to tell his side of the story.
Okay.
But you have asked me one question in relation to where the team bus have to park. But the whole incident that transpired, you never asked me to narrate what happened. You understand? So it's like you are taking a side because of what they have sent to you. You want to base on it.
No, I haven't taken sides.
I got to know that somebody had been stabbed after the match. And that is why our the guy who is in charge of our Facebook posted, we have won the match. Chill. He himself was not aware until they prompt him. Then say, "Oh, this is unacceptable." Then you have to pull down the post because he will not be aware that somebody has passed.
So,
and then you post that somebody should go and chill.
Okay. Alphonse, now that you've raised it, I just ask you a quick question, and then I'll go back to the question I asked you, which you did not answer. So, per your statement, quick question. Who, to your knowledge, stabbed the guy? Do you know the guy?
No, I don't know the guy. After the match, then we came out to hear that somebody had been stabbed. And when we are still doing investigation, we are doing our own investigation. We are going into the community one by one. We want to know the person who did it, who caused this problem for Ghana football, because it is not about Satemano, it is about Ghana football. So we are also looking for the person. As I'm talking to you, I am on my way to the police station to see what is happening there, because the police commander has invited us to come, because when I called him, he said he left. He was the last person who left the place. So I know by this time he has gathered some information that he wants us to share. You understand?
Okay. Yeah. So let's get back. Yeah. Go ahead.
For me, as I'm talking to you now, I cannot say it is X person or Z person, because it is an information we gathered that he had confrontation with somebody near the stadium. They started it from a drinking bar.
Just read your statement to the stadium. Alphonse, hold on 1 minute. Let me read your statement to you. Initial reports gathered suggest that an altercation ensued between the two supporters outside the stadium. We have been informed that an argument had earlier happened between the deceased and the culprits, at a nearby drinking spot that later brought up this stabbing incident behind the stadium. The altercation degenerated into fisticuff, leading to the stabbing of the deceased, and Inswatreman wishes to categorically condemn this act of violence in no uncertain terms. This statement actually suggests that you know two persons who were engaged in an altercation, who were engaged in a dispute, because people had told you this and this person. Why is it difficult to tell us that? Because your statement is suggesting knowledge of the person.
No, thank you. The statement said information gathered. Because, thank you, if you assuming you are there, and then you don't know what is happening, and then you come out, and people outside saying that there was argument between the two of them. You understand? it started from a drinking bar and then ended up at the back of the stadium. So me, I will not know the person until I also go down to fish for the person, because people
please can I come in?
Do not want to give information, but we also have to go down and make sure we get the information.
Okay.
You understand?
All right.
That's what people was discussing outside there.
Okay. Alphonse and Stephen, please hold on 1 minute for me. We need to take a quick break. This morning we've been joined by Stephen Usubwedi, who's eyewitness and Kotoko Media team member. Alphonse Agbechise is board member of Nsua-Chairman FC. When we return after these messages, you still haven't answered my question. I'll bring it back, because 4 years ago you were banned as a Division 1 club from using the venue. Even in the Premier League, you've also been banned from using your venue. Why these situations, and why hasn't the board and management of the team put in place enough measures to prevent these things from happening? We'll be right back after these messages.
Do you want to study abroad? I present to you Astolinks International. They give professional advice on study visas to the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and other European nations. They also advise on visa applications, general travel, and other immigration services. Call them on 0537 152 118 or visit them at 4A Pawpaw Street in East Legon. For more information, check out astolinks.net. Astolinks, pathway for success.
Looking to give your special one an electrified Valentine's gift? Electroland is here with Electro Love offers. From top best brands to Hope in Love discounts and freebies, we got you sorted. With $8.99 Ghana cedis, you can blast into your favorite love tunes with Nasco Home Theatre. Enjoy a chilled night with our Nasco 1.0 AC at 3,499 Ghana cedis. How about a TCL bedside fridge to cool your favorite champagne at a cool 2,299 Ghana cedis? Surprise the love of your life with a 9 kg Samsung twin-top semi-auto washing machine at 3,999 Ghana cedis. Don't forget to join our Chedia Kessie promo to win amazing weekly and monthly giveaways. Visit our showrooms across Ghana to enjoy. Electroland, home of affordable electronics and appliances.
Wear a condom for sex and protect yourself from HIV. HIV has no cure. No condom, no sex. This message is brought to you by the Ghana AIDS Commission.
This Valentine's Day, the stars are lining up to give you that ultimate love experience. Prepare for an evening of total romance as KBKB Music and Image Bureau presents the highly anticipated Vitamilk Love Night 2025. 7 p.m. on Friday, February 14 at the Grand Arena. Come, feel the magic of high life as Kwabena sets the tone for his special 20th anniversary tickets selling now for only 300 Ghana cedis single or 500 Ghana cedis double at *714*1010# or visit vitamilklovenight.com. Make the night even more special by reserving a table for 2, 4, or more by calling 055-110-3393 to book now. Media partners, Joy 99.7 FM.
The Joy News Impact Makers Awards is here again to honor everyday people making extraordinary impact across Ghana. But we can't do it without you. Yes, you. We need you to tell us whom you think should be the next Joy News Impact Maker. That person could be your neighbor, family member, friend, colleague, or someone you have heard about making significant strides in your community. The Joy News Impact Makers Awards brings your heroes and heroines into the spotlight. You can nominate an impact maker in just a few easy steps. Send an email to impact.makersaward@myjoyonline.com, fill the form, and tell us about your hero or heroine. Entries are open from now to February the 10th, 2025. You can make your hero or heroine a Joy News Impact Maker and appreciate the work they do for your community, be it in health, education, ICT, water and sanitation, agriculture, and many more. Also remember, to nominate that person for a special award in climate adaptation innovations and ICT. Joy News Impact Makers Awards, celebrating ordinary people making extraordinary impact.
No ambulance, no way. No ambulance, no way.
Right, so welcome back, and the sound you heard was at the time that the Kotoko fan who had been stabbed needed help, and we're told that the ambulance, in fact, they couldn't find the driver of the ambulance. Anyway, this morning we still have Stephen Owusu-Boedi, eyewitness and Kotoko media team member, and Alphonse Agbechi, who is board member of Swatreman FC. We'll get back to them shortly, but if you're a graduate from the University, Polytechnic College of Education, Nursing and Midwifery College, or you've completed SHS and looking for the opportunity to study your dream course abroad, then you can study in countries like Australia, Canada, UK, US, Ireland, New Zealand, and more. Now, these countries have an excellent reputation in teaching and research, and you can work part-time to support your studies and get up to 4 years post-study work visa when you've completed successfully. Application for January and February 2025 is ongoing. Contact Astolinks to get information about admission, scholarship, as well as how to secure your visa. Astolinks is located at 4A Pawpaw Street, East Legon. Call them on 0265 341070. Visit their website, astolinks.net. Astolinks, pathway for success.
Charlie, the enjoyment is real. From January to June 2025, Enterprise Insurance is giving you more reasons to smile on the road. Buy or renew your existing motor insurance policy and enjoy amazing rewards like free fuel coupons for your car and airtime for your phone. It's that simple. Insure naturally. With over 100 years of trusted experience, we are here to secure your peace of mind. Visit any branch, connect with your insurance agent or broker, or use the Enterprise Advantage app for convenience and enjoy free fuel coupons and airtime instantly when you buy or renew your motor insurance. Enterprise Insurance is rated AAA by the GCR for financial strength and claims paying ability. Terms and conditions however apply. Enterprise, your advantage.
And for those of you who love MTN Free After One, prepare for an upgraded experience. That is the MTN Free After One Extra. Now let me tell you what the Extra is all about. With MTN Free After One Extra, you can talk for 1 whole hour uninterrupted while paying for only the first minute of every 10 minutes you talk, which means for every 10 minutes you talk within the hour, you only pay for the first minute, and you get to talk for 60 minutes straight with no interruptions. If you like what you hear, well, as if that's not enough, you also get 50 megabytes of data for free after your first call daily. So you see, now it's the time to talk extra with all the people you love. To subscribe to MTN Free Extra After One, you can just dial star 550 hash, star 550 hash, and follow the prompts to sign up for the MTN Free After One Extra today.
And Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices, is introducing an online store for your shopping convenience. which means you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com without physically coming to any of their branches. It is hassle-free, and they will arrange delivery to your home and office within a reasonable time. They offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions are applied at Kingdom. Quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Now, are you looking for reliable, uninterrupted electricity supply? Deep Solar Ghana has you covered for only, listen, 58,000 Ghana cedis, 58K. You can go fully solar and enjoy independence from the grid. No more light off or power fluctuations or isolated, what they call it, where's the isolated something. Yeah.
Localized challenges.
Localized challenges. Just peace of mind and savings. Call Deep Solar now on 059-549-4113. Yes, that's 059-549-4113. Visit deepsolarghana.com to learn more. Remember, your energy independence begins when you call Deep Solar on 059-549-4113. 059-549-4113.
And of course, now Heritage Christian University is set up to provide a missing link in tertiary education through creativity and innovation. Since 2018, the university has given over 450,000 Ghana cedis as startup grants to a number of its students to start their own businesses. There's a huge emphasis on entrepreneurship, technology, and practical learning with professional certification. It's accredited by GTech and is located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium. There are graduate and undergraduate programs. You can contact them on 0547 777731 or 0202 298 399 or go to their website www.hcuc.edu.gh for more details. Heritage Christian University, educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
Great, so let's get back onto the phone line. Stephen Owusu-Boadi is Eyewitness and Kotoko Media team member. Alphonse Agbechise is a board member of Nswatreman Football Club. Before the break, Stephen, you wanted to make a point. Please go ahead before I get to Alphonse.
Yeah. You see, yesterday they released a statement and you were making reference to it, which they stated that our son, the deceased, had a confrontation with somebody before coming at a drinking spot. And you asked a very brilliant question. That means there's a definite somebody that you can identify over there. That is why you put it in your release. But we have videos of our supporter who has lost his life. The time that he arrived with this same car that I'm seeing that came from Kumasi, that arrived exactly the time our bus arrived. So at what time did our supporter went to the Swatcher town, had drinks, and had confrontation with someone? And then it led to whatever happened at the stadium. This gentleman arrived with a group of supporters who left Kumasi in the morning in the 2M Express car. And we have videos of him getting down from the car, coming to the bus to leave his bag with us. Because apparently one of our our medical member couldn't travel with us on Saturday. So he came with them, the supporters. So at the point of entry, he had to join our bus before he enters. And we have videos of that, with this gentleman walking with him, carrying his bag to our bus. So at what point did our supporter went to town to have a drink?
Okay. Well, Stephen, our condolences to Kotoko and the family of the deceased. This is a situation that will continue following up. Unfortunately, we've lost Alphonse Agbechise on the line. When we raise him, we'll continue the conversation. But thank you very much for making time to join us this morning. And we wish you a speedy recovery. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You can't hear on one ear. That's terrible, man.
That's terrible. That's Stephen Owusu-Boadi, who was a member of the Kotoko Media team. Raymond and Fentio, this what's happened. Sad, isn't it?
Fentio will deal with the football part. But, Winston, any event that historically involves people gathering in these numbers and has turned violent before, it is only sensible that proper security measures are put in place. Indeed, if security people analyzes that in the last 2-3 years, even 3 or 4 major incidents have happened, what they do is take charge, deploy enough officers. Sometimes they even take them from other regions or other districts to come and support, so that within the 2 or 3 hours that the main game is done, everything will be sorted out. What I was seeing, I mean, as for the players, they can do what's happening. But what we saw outside could have been averted if we had enough security officials there.
Yeah.
And I was looking through some of the pictures and the videos I was seeing. I was not seeing enough of them. Maybe, I don't know what they were wearing.
And guess what, Raymond, just to help make the point that you're making, the match in question, per the security arrangements that that were supposed to have been made for the game, there were supposed to be 120 police personnel. You just made the comment that you didn't see enough policemen. And that is a question that even the FA themselves cannot answer at the moment, because they have to see the order sheet of the policemen before they can answer. But from what you're saying, it doesn't appear there were 120 policemen at that venue. But that's how many policemen were supposed to be there.
Which would have said that somebody has read the history and realizes that a higher number is required on the ground, because this is Kotoko that's playing a team.
Yeah.
And that the numbers will follow that. And we all know Insuatreman is also not a small team. And you have
there's history.
Yes. So it is easy for us to conclude that with enough security men, at least, even if the brawl would happen, it would not result in the kind of incident that leads to people losing their lives, with an individual now dying. So I am unsure. And again, I've been looking, maybe they were somewhere, but I've been looking through the videos. It's been something that...
When the policeman goes into hiding, and to be very honest, Raymond, the stadium isn't that big.
True.
So it would be easy. 120 policemen.
Yeah, would have seen them.
They would have controlled the crowd easily.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen this. So it's not a big stadium. It's not a big park, actually. There's a park. It's not a big park. For 100 men, even if we had sent 50 policemen there, would have managed the situation.
Yeah.
And again, Winston, see, this is the 21st century. When I looked at where they went to hold this game, frankly, we are way behind.
Yeah, in the pictures of even for medical, there were supposed to be 4 personnel inside that ambulance with 1 stretcher and a nurse, and yet they couldn't find the one person that had the key to the ambulance to take the person to the hospital.
Are you serious?
That guy should not have.
That's emergency response.
You understand?
That guy should.
And he was lying right next to the ambulance while the fans were screaming everywhere looking for the ambulance driver. How is an ambulance parked at an event venue and the driver is out of the ambulance? Isn't that the whole purpose of an
emergency
ambulance?
response? Yeah.
It's why it should even be sparked and the engine should be on.
Let me bring in Victor Achutamaklo, who's joined us. Victor, yes, you've been monitoring. You've watched the video also, and I'm sure you have a lot of information on this. Of course, you followed Insuatreman and their bans over the period.
Well, good morning to our listeners. I think for everyone who's been following the sort of work we do, or even the Ghana Premier League, you will not be surprised by anything that has been reported in the last 24 hours. Not that Insuatreman, because we know that as recent as 2 weeks ago, they were charged by the Ghana Football Association for this very same offense, which is failing to insist on the security protocols. Only that time in that game against Mediama, things did not escalate to the tragic states that we're talking about now. But the fact that an incident like this happens in BA is like the hotbed for violence. Like when you do a chronology of all of these acts of hooliganism, crowd violence, I can guarantee you over 90% of the incidents are recorded in the BA. That is how our brothers and sisters, the supporters there, that is how they behave. For whatever reason, the Ghana Football Association has not only tolerated but has nurtured that behavior. The club owners have nurtured that behavior, and everything I know till this point just tells me that, look, this was premeditated, it was orchestrated. Maybe they did not anticipate it will escalate to the point where lives will be lost, but everything we've heard, the behavior is very consistent with the way clubs, fans in BA behave when they want to win at all costs. So, for example, someone tells me that the leader of Kotoko's delegation, James Kwesi Appiah, who is a former Black Stars coach who comes from that side of the country, was denied access to the team's dressing room before the match, right? And this was, I think, in the build-up to the game. So usually you would have the leader of the delegation, when they realize that things like that happen, because Kwesi is experienced, I mean, everything that happened before the match, he's not going to take a seat in the VIP and relax. He has to ensure the safety of the players, calm them down, and ensure that they are in the right frame of mind before they go out onto the turf to play. Kwesi attempts to go and speak to the players and the coach and the rest of the team before the game. And from what eyewitnesses have told me, he was denied access and they sacked him. Efforts to reach the management and staff of Instructorman to ensure that all of these things are stopped yielded no result. So it is as a result of this that when things escalated and the fans started misbehaving, and we then saw Ignatius Bafo move onto the turf in trying to calm down the fans, and he was signaling for Kwesi Appiah to join him, Kwesi did not feel the need to. Also because these were not acts that were done by fans of Kotoko. So if you ask the leader of their delegation to come and calm the fans down, hello, these are your supporters. You are in charge of match day security. You determine the level of, or the security you put in place will determine how close they can get to the inner perimeter.
Sure.
To the extent that some of them could get close enough to be slapping and pelting Mohamed Kamara and other officials of Kotoko. I mean, we're told this morning that even some of the security detail for the day had to run for cover. That is not something Kwesi Appiah or any member of the Kotoko delegation could have fixed. That is why I'm saying that everything that happened, from denying the bus entry into the designated zone, from stopping the leader of Kotoko's delegation to access, everything that happened was premeditated. They just did not know that things will escalate to this point. And my biggest disappointment was the fact that we had a former Minister of State, a former MP at the heart of this. And at no point have we been told, including from the club's own accounts, that he did enough to stop this from escalating. Unfortunately, this is just another case. And for me, the timing of this means one thing. It is a test case to the new sports minister, Kofi Adams. The Ghana Football Association has shown time without number that they tolerate these things that happen, that even though they know that it predominantly happens in the Bono region, there is no strategy. They have not demonstrated a sufficient appreciation of this or a capacity to resolve it. Right? Beyond that, we also do know that an aspect of resolving this goes beyond the FA. So the FA, yes, they have to charge the players and officials who are involved, but they have to ensure that the clubs are banning the fans. They don't do that. They fail at that. But beyond that, there is an aspect of this that also that goes beyond the Ghana Football Association, which is prosecutions. In the past, what has happened is that personalities in the frame of Ignatius Bafo, well, not him, but of a similar clout and standing in society, interfere with the process of justice. So when someone has to go to jail, I mean, football in Ghana, stadiums and parks are the only places where you can commit murder. You can take someone's life and you walk scot-free. This should not happen. So this is a test case for Mr. Kofi Adams, the new sports minister. Everything that has happened has confirmed to us that, look, the Ghana Football Association, the Ghana Police Service, they have an inexplicable inertia towards resolving these things when they happen. This time, a life has been lost. Look, 3 years ago, a Kotoko fan was stabbed in the eye. Nothing happened. I'm saying, and at the risk of sounding repetitive, we have enough evidence of the incompetence, or let's just say the reluctance of the police service, the Ghana Football Association, and the clubs involved to address this. Mr. Kofi Adams, you have the entire state machinery at your disposal. The AG's department. There are various investigative bodies in this country. Look, if they want to fish this gentleman out, if they want to go after the directors of Instruction, because they are directly responsible for how the club is run. 2 weeks ago, they were charged by the Ghana Football Association for failing to instill or ensure that the security protocols were not breached. That matter has not even been concluded. Hold them responsible. You have the state machinery. Take them to court. Prosecute them, the directors, for their role in this. The football fans who started attacking Mohamed Kamara and all of that, take them to court. At the barest minimum, they should be banned for life from attending any football match in Ghana. But beyond that, there were physical assaults. There was an attempt on someone's life. The players may have survived it. Stephen, the head of Kotoko's media team, may have survived it. But Francis Frempong, who got married on the 25th of January,
August, I think.
On the 25th of August, he, because of someone's indiscretion, there is a widow now. There is a family who have lost a son. So I have no expectations of the Ghana Football Association because, I mean, we've seen enough. But to you, Mr. Kofi Adams, this is your chance to show yourself different, or show that you are more of the same, cut from the same cloth of sloganeering but not effective leadership. This is all I have to say, and I do hope that from here on, the first statement from the sports ministry and Kofi Adams' office will show us that he indeed is serious about. Look, the only acceptable initial statement we're expecting from his office is that you have suspended the league, because this is not the case. A few years ago, when a referee said supporters, excuse my language, pressed his private parts and so for weeks he could not have sex, we all had a laugh about it, but it was not funny. Today there is nothing to laugh about. Someone has died. Your actions need to convey the seriousness of what has happened and the fact that we should trust you, that going forward, the research that His Excellency John Mahama wants to oversee, he picked the right person for sports. Thank you.
The reset must start from the Ghana Premier League. And, you know, I mean, some of the ideas are a little maybe idealistic, given our circumstances. If you hand someone a life ban from attending a football match in Ghana, you've done nothing. When they are going to buy the ticket, the ID card is not required. You buy the ticket, you walk in, nobody knows who you are. So some of those measures
but you can
might not
plaster their face at every venue. Yeah, but that's it. Elsewhere, what they have is technology that makes sure that your identity is not forgotten. We may not have such advanced technology, but plaster their face. If it means printing a new 1 A4 sheet every match, they do it.
Yeah, well, still, like I said, I feel like that is the ideal situation in an environment where identification is very effective. However, I definitely do think that the government has to do something immediate about the Ghana Premier League. That any form of reset must start now. Every now and then, there's a watershed moment that provides an opportunity to effect change. This is one of them. This gentleman that we speak about, he's very passionate about Kotoko, follows them everywhere. He even followed a Kotoko player to Cote d'Ivoire in Abidjan to support the Black Stars because one Kotoko player, Richmond Lamptey, was included.
Oh, this is the guy that even his pre-wedding photo had Kotoko.
Yes, it's Kotoko. Yes, exactly.
Everything about him is Kotoko.
You know, and he got married, like I said, on the 24th of August. So, look, the sports minister hasn't even taken office yet, but I think that the baptism of fire is already there. Like, he can clearly see that problems.
See, look, the Ghana Premier League itself is not a good league. And this is the time we must first of all suspend the league and put a lot of things in place. I mean, how in God's name, look, small thing, then supporters are able to jump onto the pitch.
Yeah.
Well, beat people.
In November,
very surprising.
In November, there was a similar incident involving this gentleman, which takes us back to the roots of the problem, which is failure to insist on the match day protocols. Kotoko played league on cities here.
Yeah,
there was an individual who was spotted attempting to throw some objects into one of the goalposts. A Kotoko team member attempted to stop him. He was overpowered. So this same Poli sees him and tries to intervene. And you can see the videos all over social media. The question you ask yourself is, how come unauthorized persons have access to, because the University of Ghana Stadium is better structured. So the average football fan should not have the clearance to enter
into the inner perimeter
where the tartan tracks are onto the pitch where players are warming up. But this happened, it was swept under the carpet. 3 months later, the same failure to check protocols have resulted in the death of a fan who was trying to insist on it.
Look, wait, so just before you even go on, listen, we've done a lot of work on hooliganism in Ghana football over the years, and each year we actually put down the number of recorded incidents. From 2021, there were 22 recorded incidents of hooliganism in Ghana football. In 2022, that number went up to 27. In 2023, it was 20. And then in 2024, last year, there were 18 incidents of hooliganism. And these are not just incidents that were just cases of people hurling. In fact, there was one incident in 2021 where a referee abandoned the football match. Raymond, and this will shock you, he said because the supporters insulted his mother. They became abusive and they were hurling insults as so he abandoned the game. Another one in 2021, as you mentioned it, Maxwell Hansen, okay, in a game between, I think, BA United and Real Tamale United, he was, in fact, and the video showed the fans chasing him, hurling cutlasses after him. He even said some people came to hold it and they squeezed his private parts. You understand? And like I said, we laughed over it, but these incidents have become way too frequent. And listen, let's not speak as if the FA hasn't attempted. They have, but like you said, they might have shown that probably by themselves they don't have the capacity to do it. In fact, they didn't go to the extent of dividing the Division 1 League Zone 2 into two, because the incidences were also tribalistic in that there were a lot of clashes between northern clubs and BA clubs. So the FA made a very, very good decision to divide that zone into two, so that certain teams don't meet certain clubs, to avoid all of this from happening. And yet it keeps happening, because when they come to the Premier League, you can no longer do that division. Look, so a lot of
thank you,
things have to happen.
The FA must suspend the league first of all. The FA must suspend the league. Anybody who's found culpable should be dealt with. And this is an opportunity to actually restructure even the stadium where we play football. My goodness.
Yeah, the pitch itself was horrible.
Guys, stay with us. We'll be right back after these.
Joy 99.7 FM.
From the day that I met you, girl, I knew that your love would be.
Another season of love is here, and we are living the experience in a special way.
Happy Valentine's to all you lovers out there.
Let's try something new, shall we?
This year, prove to the world that you're the 21st century William Shakespeare. Enjoy FM's My Endless Love Valentine promo.
Here is what you have to do. Write a captivating half-page poem about your lover, telling the world how much you love him or her and the wonderful qualities that make them the most special person in the world. The poem must end with "My endless love."
Next, record a video of you reading out the poem to your lover with all the emotions you can employ and send the recording to us via WhatsApp on 055 1111997. Go ahead and also post it on social media
and tag us at Joy 99.7 FM. Remember to send us a beautiful photo of you and your partner and the title of your favorite love song.
10 lucky couples with the most captivating entries will be treated to a special dinner, music, dance, and other beautiful activities at the plush Labadi Beach Hotel on Valentine's Day. There's also a night stay up for grabs by one of the 10 lucky couples. Entries close on the 7th of February 2025.
Do not miss it.
As a busy professional, I struggled with back and neck strain from long hours at my desk. To improve my focus, productivity, and well-being, I sought expert advice from the CEO of Expert Office Furnish.
After being in the furniture business for 25 years, I can tell you two things that causes back pain in the workspace: bad sitting posture and not sitting on a good chair. I recommend to you the Genevia Beeper chair, the chair that helps you to sit right. When you don't sit right, it beeps for you to be able to sit right. The next will be the Enjoy chair. It takes every body shape and size. Buy a chair that will support your back and give you that comfort to be able to deliver on your job.
Expert Office Furnish offers molding furniture for comfort, productivity, and style. From seating to customized solutions, plus interior decoration services, they've got it all. Find them off the Atomic Hills Estate Road in Ashonman or call 0571 386602 on Facebook and Instagram at Expert Office Furnish.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions.
And send tweets.
Where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
Super Morning Show.
No ambulance, no way. No ambulance, no way.
Alright, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And this one we've been talking about the violence at the Nswatreman Football Club Stadium over the weekend, resulting in the death of one person. Earlier you heard from Stephen, who is a member of the Kotoko media team. You heard from Alphonse Agbechisa, who is board member of Nswateman FC, and Hussein Adam, who actually filmed the whole scene. I mean, so the videos that have been circulating on social media coming from him. I'll be reading your messages shortly, but upgrading your office space, call the experts. You want a healthy chair that takes care of your spine? Call Expert Office Furnish Company Limited for your ergonomic swivel chairs today. Our ergonomic swivel chairs has intelligent seat cushion with dynamic bionic spine pressure relief design. The dynamic smart motion back support technology is equipped with double wings support chips, and these ergonomic swivel chairs have great benefits for your health and spine. At Expert Office Furnish Company Limited, we also have executive desk, cabinet, conference, and all furniture that suits your budget. Locate us off the Atomic Hills Estate Road on the Asori Junction near ASI Plaza, Sherman Estates. Call us 0571 386600 or 0244280532. Find us on Facebook, Expert Office Furnish GH, Instagram, Expert Office Furnish, Twitter, Expert Furnish. Visit our website, expertofficefurnish.com. Expert Office Furnish, your health, your wealth.
I just sat up straight when you started reading that. Anybody that's even gone through an MRI merely to determine whether or not you're this guy in place will know economics are very important. And that you should take it serious. Now, they may not be your everyday newsmakers, but they are champions in your neighborhood. They touch the very core of humanity, making life meaningful and bringing hope to the hopeless. They are always eager to brighten the corner where they are, and even when no one else will take the risk, they are the first to take the initiative in a quest to change the narrative, even with their personal resources. We are talking about the people that you should find in your community, but if you find them worthy of celebration and national recognition, nominate them for the Joy News Impact Makers Awards 2025. Today is the 3rd of February. This is ending. The nomination opening is ending on February 10. So you have exactly 1 week to make sure that you participate in this all important thing. Send your entries to impact.makersawards@myjoyonline.com to recognize your community hero. Join News Impact Makers, celebrating ordinary people making extraordinary impact. Like Fentu.
Let's share with us what X has been saying.
Quite a lot of people have been commenting on this. Adote Mitchell on Twitter says security at the gate of the Accra Sports Stadium search and scan everyone entering, which I believe ought to be the standard security protocols nationwide. So how does someone carry a knife or whatever implement was used in stabbing the fan? Whose fault is it? We also have to point out that the incident happened outside of the stadium premises. This one says, I think the referee's performance on the day was very bad and should be condemned in no uncertain terms. Kindly dedicate time to talk about Ghanaian referees. This is from P in Sege. And this one says, good morning SMS. Some of us have been requesting for the military to be at our stadium, but the authorities don't listen. See what's happening. Ajman Joseph in Community 9 Tema, aka Ajingo the man. And Falu says, Nswateman have been like that for a very long time. GFA are adamant on taking legal actions against them, possibly ban them from participating in Ghana's football activities forever. See where it has landed us, he says. So those are some selected comments coming in on this particular incident. We have spoken to the Ghana Football Association. They are sending the head of security is on her way. I can confirm the head of security at the Ghana Football Association, ACP Lydia Donko, she's on her way to Nswatre to go and ascertain matters for herself because of all the conflicting reports that are coming in, different people with different accounts, whether there was a beer bar argument before. That sounds more like something out of the book of Robert Mensah's unfortunate death. So there's quite a lot to uncover as far as this issue is concerned. How many security men were around? Where was the ambulance driver? And all of that. And we've had another audio circulating from one of the medical officers who attended to Pole. And perhaps if he had gotten to the hospital faster, his life could have been saved, because the initial video that we even saw as well, he was moving. He was moving. He was still moving. He was still alive. So it means that he didn't die instantly. So there's another issue to be talked about regarding emergency response and what have you. But I think ultimately what needs to happen is for us to take a bit of a pause, a bit of a break, to look at what's going on in the Ghana Premier League. And somebody mentioned officiating, and I think officiating, it's a critical contributing factor to what happened yesterday as well, because while there were tensions in the build-up to the match, and including all of the denial of access to Kotoko and what have you, as Stephen narrated, what happened in the game itself and the referee's refusal to even caution players, that led to the players themselves fighting. And sometimes these things happen when players of two teams fight. The fans tend to replicate what happened, because all of that gets into the fans. They're witnessing what's going on. There's a perception of cheating. Then the fans start to get, so it's a whole lot. It's a lot of things spilling.
Should have ended the match after.
You understand? It's a lot of issues always leading.
The match should not have continued.
It should not. It should not, because listen. Can you believe that in the immediate aftermath of that Kung Fu incident, not a single player was even booked?
But to be fair, it is expected, or it's an incident that's likely to happen, that football games may degenerate.
Yes.
It's the reason why we put in place remedial measures to fix the problem. To the extent that they were not enough to fix the problem, or they did not fix the problem, there's a systemic problem we ought to properly analyze.
Yeah.
Referees will get bad. I mean, of course, we have terrible referees in the future. They are not going to end with this game. We should have a point where, because Malco is already here.
Yes,
I defer to greater wisdom.
This gate crashing actually.
Malco.
But whichever way you turn it, it's inexcusable. The performance of referees under no circumstances and by no stretch is justification for any human being losing their life.
True. Of
course.
I mean, we see it even in the very extremely developed leagues. Referees take decisions with technology that's wrong. We get technology going rogue all the time, but nobody does that. This is simply intolerable, unacceptable, and condemnable. And this is coming from an Accra House of Folk supporter. It is not right. It must not happen again in this country.
Yeah, House of Folk put up a statement yesterday saying that say no to violence.
Great. On that note, you see, opinion Jari and Yes, sir.
Yes.
That's the end of the show. My name is Winston Amwa.
Raymond Akwa.
Have a lovely day. Thank you very much.